What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be going over Dead of the Night, Voyage of Despair, completing these Easter eggs back to back, and then tomorrow we will finish the Chaos run with 9 in Ancient Evil. It's going to be a good time. These are fantastic maps, and after making my tier list the other day, which seemed to have upset some people and other people enjoyed, I just got this itch to just really dive into BO4 because it's been a minute since, you know, I have played it. So hopefully we can have a little bit of a good time today. Enjoy this amazing storyline and game. And without further ado, let's dive in. And for anybody there, let me know if you can hear or not hear things. Yo, what is good, dude? How are you? I'm going to mute this for just a second because sometimes the cutscene causes issues with YouTube. Okay, we should be good. Yo, what's good? Death's a man. It's really hard to read, you know, screen names sometimes. Death's a man. Death's the man. Yo, Chris, what's good? Man, that tier list, some people got really mad at me about it, but you know, I was just having some fun. You know, just having a good time. Just bought BO4, never played it, but hoping to enjoy it. Zach, dude, you're gonna enjoy it. Kill Iceman, what's up, dude?
Of my thumb,
Ooh.
something wicked.
Something wicked this may comes. This is Godfrey, dude. He is our goat. He is our hero. Anti-hero, really. So, Zach, BO4. It is one of the... It's a very interesting game. Listen, I know it's not perfect, and I know I shill for it pretty heavily, but just look at this. Look at this starting room. Like, what? And this is just, like, part of the map, you know? Black Ops 4 just has... It just does something to me. It just... The quests... The art design, the atmosphere, it's just so freaking good. The only thing I don't like about this map is these damn, the fire cores, man, those things suck. Okay. We're opening up, we gotta look for some parts.
There. I think that was the right thing to do.
Okay, we gotta find some things. We gotta find a couple, 2-3 things here. We're looking for the candlestick.
I spend all day in here setting up the party.
Ancient Evil. So Ancient Evil, I can see it being S tier for some. It's not that I think Ancient Evil is bad. And here's the other thing that I will say about you know, the tier list and all that stuff that we were doing. It's like it's really hard to rank maps because there's a couple people that called out some stuff that I thought were good points. Like, for example,
I'm not joking when I say
somebody was like, how can you rank Ascension higher than Origins and stuff? And I was like, you know what, that's a fair point. But like, while I'm going through these maps and doing everything, I'm trying to like rank them by themselves, like in their own game, like in the context of their own game, but then also like based off of how I feel about them, and also kind of like based off of the history of them, and trying to like kind of all counter it in like the lens of today. And it's just, oh, I wasn't actually looking at what that was. I'm assuming it was a painting because I wasn't paying attention, but we'll find it. Can I look at it again? I should probably just look at it again. Can I look at it again? Okay, because I was not paying attention. Oh, it's just the Raw statue. I know. I mean, they kind of did continue it, right? I mean, you know, technically, it's you know, it's here, technically. Raw statue. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Man, none of the stuff is around here. Okay, we gotta find the shield part. For a fun fact, the shield part actually used to be right there, but they moved it because people were unable to grab it because it was bugging out all the time. So, that's always fun to know. Man, I haven't seen any of the stuff I need. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign, guys. It's not a good sign. Okay. Got the Raw statue. We got a clock. Okay, this is the small clock, so this is the billiards clock, so we can just go right about here.
The billiards room.
All right. There is this guy.
Money Master Alistair lost in here. Eventually, I down to the last penny.
And another thing about Dead of the Night is it's really not that complicated of a map. Like, it actually kind of reminds me of a little bit of an old school Zelensky map in a way. Not obviously in terms of the challenge and and some of that weird like Zelensky stuff that he does, but more so like the way it's all interconnected and how you can complete the map on a really early round if you know what you're doing. Whoops. Let's pop this. Cool. Thank you. Alright, now we gotta go get the last crystal. Still waiting on the donation click. The donation click.
Double points.
We have a strict no cannibal policy here.
Maybe we can get some zombies kind of leveled up. Another pro tip on BO4, if you can round some zombies up and activate your specialist, it will it'll respawn those zombies and then you can get more points. So, you know, just a couple little tricks here and there. No big deal. All right, let's go over, start collecting souls for that final crystal, which is all the way over. Yeah. Okay, so far I have just one piece of silver, and I need so many more. There should be one there.
Be an idiot to leave this behind.
All right. And then we need the giant vase thing. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate you hopping on by. Okay, this should be the painting for the woman, or for the ghost. Oh, it's just the doll. Okay, let's go.
A ghost on top of everything else.
It's a good map. It's a solid map. I just love how atmospheric it is, bro. It's just so good. I will say though, I'm actually not to like hard pivot to another conversation, but I'm actually pretty excited for the Reckoning or whatever it's called. I'm curious to see what Treyarch does with where do they go? I'm curious to see what Treyarch does with this finale, because I really do think that they have a good setup and can really knock it out of the park if they want to. I'm just a little nervous simply because of like kind of like their track record with final DLCs.
A shield would
They
be lovely right about
outside of Origins,
any protection would.
when was the last like absolute banger DLC? Why are there no fire cores? I'm getting some terrible spawns here. Yo, what's up, Martian Milk TV? What's going on, dude? Why not Wonder Weapon in the modifier?
Too valuable to pass up.
All right, we got two. Let's see if there's a fire core, some fire cores over here.
Alistair to install a proper exit. But even out
There's
here,
none.
we're still trapped.
Man, we're just getting really screwed here.
Master Alistair used to spend hours at that.
Okay, we got the phosphorus. Guess we can at least look and see what the letter is here.
The stars.
Yo, what's up, Buster? That's pretty funny. What's up, Buster? I like that. It's a good name. Wonder Weapon in my modifier. I don't get it. Is it like, are you saying like the specialist? I don't get it. I'm not speedrunning it like intentionally, but I I mean, I do somewhat know these maps pretty well, so it kind of might look like a half speed run, but I am also a certified moron, so there's that part we have to take into consideration. Also, when I'm talking to chat, I tend to space out because I'm such an idiot. Because like it's hard to have a conversation and pay attention. Yo, what's up? C Mary.
Why do I get the feeling
I don't even know anymore.
charcoal may prove useful?
They had a few. Yeah, they have had some time. I hope it's a banger. I mean, you know, they plan these maps well in advance. I will say the best part so far, to me, in my opinion, are the teasers and how they're kind of presenting that information. That's a really good sign. I'm hoping they don't all of a sudden dump a blog post that just reveals everything. I personally would rather have less information than more, but simultaneously, I'm very happy that the teasers are looking good, and the Panzer thing looks incredible. It really does look incredible. Come here, you SOB! Man, that took a lot of bullets. Took a lot of bullets.
No. I swear we fumigated the attic just last week.
Okay. Yeah, it is hard to read chat and play at the same time. I'm just not that smart.
Someone should teach these nuts karate proper posture.
I don't know, zombies feels weird right now, guys. Like I'm curious. Do you guys think zombies is like kind of dead, or like what do you feel about it? Cuz you know, there's some creators in COD that I feel like are doing well, but then I also feel like interest in zombies is kind of down right now. It's a very weird period and very weird time to like kind of be into zombies, I feel like. That's true, I am old. That is part of it. Winter's Whale is definitely goated. Oh, I hope we get Winter's Whale too. I am behind. I will have to restart, Stanley. That is true. Did I don't have enough. Oh, I do have the shield parts. Okay, let's get the shield. I feel like it's a combination. They feed into each other, right? Like, I feel like zombies is fun, and obviously there's always going to be zombies to play and enjoy. But at the same time, like on Twitter, it feels like people aren't super stoked. Like even when the Reckoning post was posted, I still don't feel like people were that hyped. I think people are kind of like reluctant, or maybe they're burnt out. BO6 has just been a weird game, you know? Yeah, I agree. But I don't think zombies is ever going to be dead. What are my thoughts on BO7 exactly? That's a good question. Let me zoom in this window because it's a little small. What are my thoughts on BO7? Well, to be fair, I think it's going to be okay. I don't think zombies is ever going to be quote-unquote like, you know, bad, but I think they can make bad maps, obviously. But I mostly think that Treyarch has to make some changes, and that's where I think I'm gonna have a kind of like a hard time with the BO7 stuff. Is like, is Treyarch willing to make changes to the mode with stuff like field upgrades and some changes with like the RPG systems and whatever? Because it's not bad that these systems are in the game, but we've had the same systems like for quite a while now, since Cold War, Vanguard, MWZ. We've experienced like a lot of the same systems for quite a while now, and I would love just a little bit of a fresh spin or an update to these, because getting Shatter Blast as like a DLC update is just never. It's just not that exciting. So I hope they can revitalize some of this stuff.
Moments ago, this was in the bowels of a
all right. Let's kill you.
Wake me from this nightmare.
I don't think there's a lot of members who are super solid, but zombies is weird right now. Community members who are super solid think zombies is weird right now. I forgot to get this other piece. The problem is they need to be willing to make. They need to be willing to not make a core gameplay system and allow each. Yeah, no, I totally agree. They need to have, like, in Shattered Veil, I know it wasn't perfect, but at least you could get the Wonderwaff outside of just the mystery box, or you could. It had like its own quest despite it not being the main wonder weapon. I know that map gets a lot of flack for not having its own original wonder weapons, but at least it had four ray guns and a Wonderwaff. At least it had a lot of stuff to make up for it. So my hope is that they, you know, original wonder weapon. You know, they have the Klaus, the Mecha Klaus thing. It's not quite an original enemy, but it's not another amalgam, right? So I'm just hoping they continue to like push those buttons, because that's going to be super important. But as far as BO7 goes in its entirety, I am worried, because like I don't want it to just be a transit remake. Okay, so I've already upgraded the Alistair's Annihilator, and I don't even have Alistair's Annihilator, so that was smart of me. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I have the blue, or the yellow, which was the D. Now I gotta find the red icon.
Money
Can't go that way.
Even in hell.
If you have a choice, would you prefer the next zombies to go back to BO4 system? Probably the classic system. I like BO4, don't get me wrong, but I mean it, and I don't hate the point system as much as many other people do, but I would prefer the classic point system. And the other thing with BO4 that I think is kind of annoying is like the multiple pack-a-punch system. Where is the other symbol? There's one there. One there. I don't remember. I know one can be... The heck? Bro, why is it whenever I stream, I get the worst spawns for everything? Oh, it can be downstairs too. Yeah, I hope we get some cool perks. I think that'll be important for sure. Seller, good call, Buster. Buster, you have the best username, because I feel like I'm like talking to a friend. Like, good call, Buster. Okay, X and D. Dude, Brandon, yes, that's a very good comment. So, I think it was X. The reason Transit was so beloved by many people was simply because it was so janky. And when you kind of take that away, what do you really have? That's a very good point. However, maybe it's this isn't the best comparison, but kind of roll with me for a little bit, because I'm going to compare Mob to Blood, but Mob was like perfect to people, so don't take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But what I'm getting at here is maybe it's kind of like a Mob Blood thing, or maybe even like a Zombies Chronicles remaster with Origins. I remember Jason saying, you know, there was things that they wanted to do in those maps that they couldn't do because of time and budget constraints and all that stuff. And so, you know, maybe this is the Transit that they really want to make and bring to life, and it actually turns out to be, you know, sick. And if that's the case, okay, then it's kind of a similar case to Mob and Blood in the sense that you have two versions of this great experience that are different and bring a unique flavor. But I don't know. A lot of the times, people are always telling me that the reason Transit was so good is because of all that jank in the first place. So I guess we'll see. Let's see. Do you reckon they should keep... Sorry, I'm really trying to keep up with everybody's chats. Do you reckon that they should keep... Yo, what's up, MCC? Do you reckon that they should keep Gobblegum? Yeah, I mean... I don't really... I know this sounds kind of like a cop-out answer. I don't really care at this point, like, super heavily. Mostly because, Gobblegum has been completely upended. It's not really needed anymore. And what I mean by that is BO4, the way BO4 works and onward, is that they designed the game to not need those systems. Now, BO4 did it a little differently, where they baked the perks inside of the player. Okay, what do I need to do here? I need to go get this part out here. And then I need to get the bile and the gunk from the light. Okay. In BO4, you know, they baked in the perks, so like you didn't need like perkaholic and stuff like that. And fair enough. And they did it with other things with the points, but the problem is it kind of locks you into one type of play style. So a lot of the maps are kind of very linear in their playthrough. They do have good gameplay, but they're very linear in their experiences, whereas the other maps you just got so many points and could experiment with different weapons, and there was weak weapons, strong weapons, stuff in between. It allowed you to kind of vary your play style depending on what you were going for. And I really liked that about the classic systems, and the newer games have essentially removed that whole process. And so when Black Ops 3 came along and they brought Gobblegums, it allowed players to break through those systems, give yourself more points quickly so you could get set up faster, give you a perkaholic when you could only get 4 perks. It really allowed you to break the rules. It gave players the permission to break the rules and surpass the boundaries of what zombies allowed the player to surpass the boundaries of what zombies gave players in the first place. And then in BO6, they kind of split the difference. Like, really what you just need is like points and armor and salvage. And if they surrounded a lot of the systems around that, then it would be interesting to have some Gobblegums, but they kind of brought back classic Gobblegum that work with the classic systems, and so they're not as enticing. They're interesting, don't get me wrong, but they're not as enticing. And I like to use them for every now and then. I think my favorite Gobblegum is probably Hidden Power. Out of everything. I think that's probably the best one. All right, what do I need to do here? Okay, Dead of the Night, activate the quest. Okay, we got to go look at all the things again. Yo, what's up, Bad Company? Yes, this is the greatest zombies experience ever made. What can I say? I'm attracted to the homies. Oh, man. Good times. Thought on Reckoning. I'm excited. Listen, I am excited. I'm always going to be excited for a new Call of Duty's map. Like, it's frickin' COD Zombies, bro. It's frickin' COD Zombies. It's always exciting to see what, you know, the thing that you love does. And even if it's disappointing, sometimes it sucks. But I will say one thing that I've had to kind of learn to do, and you guys can disagree with this if you want, but one thing I've kind of had to learn to do when it comes to zombies nowadays is I feel like I have to wait until the game is done for me to be able to look at it and come on. Oh, phew. I have to wait till the game is like done in its entirety for me to really appreciate it. Whereas before, since the experiences were so standalone, it was much easier to kind of judge the game throughout the life cycle. Whereas now, you know, since the game has similar systems throughout the entirety of each map, like salvage, crafting table, you know, ammo mods, all the shit's like the exact same. You kind of got to look at Modern Zombies as like, well, once I have the whole game and then I do like an Easter egg run of every map, it's probably going to feel pretty good. Whereas going through each experience throughout the year feels bad because it's designed in a different manner than it was in the past. So when I go back and play Cold War and I do a run from D Machine through Outbreak through Forsaken, it's like, okay, I had a good time playing Cold War. But when I go back to BO2, I'm like, I had a great time playing Origins. And it's much different. Things used to be so much more standalone, whereas now the game represents zombies as a whole. It's a small distinction, but I think it's really important. I think it's very powerful. Hidden Power and Perkaholic, yeah. I mean, you gotta love Perkaholic. Thank you for giving blood of the respect it deserves. Of course, my brother, of course. People feel like I betrayed Mob of the Dead and Origins, which is funny because I like those maps quite a bit, but when you have blood and like all the other maps that are, you know, that do things a little bit better, it's like hard for me to look at it. Plus there's no boss fight. Black Ops 6 is a major disappointment for me. Hey man, fair enough. I genuinely get it. I really do. I think that like I said, when you play the games in their entirety, they're pretty fun. But on a surface level of just kind of hopping in and getting immersed in Terminus like the same way you would with an Origins is just not. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, I didn't forget, but would you want to come on the pod after DLC 4 to share your thoughts on the game? Yeah, of course, man. You know I always will come on the pod. I am a pod man. I just had T-Dog on my pod. If you guys haven't seen that episode, you should definitely go check it out. T-Dog is hilarious. So I asked him, it's a little bit of a different episode. I kind of did an interview style where I wanted to hear about his content journey, and then we talked about the state of COD Zombies as well, or Call of Duty as a whole. Got his opinion on some zombies things, some MP things. You're gonna see my MP footage in there. Please don't judge me, guys. It's god flippin' awful. But you know, I did my best. I did my best. You know when the best spot in BO6 is? BO6 from rounds like 27 to 40 are awesome. But then after that, I'm like, this is insane. It's just me kind of like doing some sort of meta with like, might as well just do this. Wow, some good aim right there. It's just like, for example, if you're doing a high round experience like with the Beam Smasher, it's kind of like quick spam the Beam Smasher and then hit all the zombies. Quick spam the Beam Smasher, slow them down, and hit all the zombies. And then you just kind of do that over and over and over. Amalgams do disrupt the flow, which I do like that, but it is very chaotic. Whoops. Origins should be S tier. So if Origins had, if Origins, okay, I hate BO2's movement, so that's definitely part of it. And I debated about getting into that inside of the video. BO2 for me, guys, I was very surprised. So you guys have to keep this in mind. I didn't play BO2, I didn't play BO2 and BO1 during their life cycle. I came back during BO3. And so I had always anticipated that I was really going to like BO2. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I did not like that game at all. I really liked BO1 though. And funnily enough, I always had it in my head that BO1 was like freaking awful. Because of the movement and just it being like old and clunky. But I was wrong, man. BO1 is really good. The only map that I really am considering having a reevaluation of my ranking is Shangri-La. I'm very torn on that map. Part of me thinks that I maybe graded it too harshly because I've been thinking about it ever since I wrote that script, and I think I really do want to give it another chance. Where is the stupid light? Okay. You really prioritize wonder weapons. Yeah, I mean, wonder weapons are very important. I do agree. But I will say, like, if a map has a really, like, for example, I love Blood of the Dead, right? And it has great atmosphere, it has great wonder weapons, but some of the wonder weapons are repurposed, but I still think it's fantastic. It really is all about that implementation.
You killed me in a dream. I killed you right here, right
yo, what's up, Zesty?
That was for your own good.
Alright, I gotta get some stuff done. Really gotta get some stuff done here.
Full power.
For the long shot! And he scores!
May the fates be kind.
What are my thoughts on the starting room challenge? I think it's awesome. I'm gonna be a little bit of a hater just for a second. My one thing that I don't like about it, unless I'm wrong, and please tell me guys if I'm wrong, I don't like that I can't get away to pack-a-punch stuff. I think that's kind of silly. I just don't get why I can't pack-a-punch. Okay, so RGB. Is it BRG? I think it is. BRG.
Dear me, this weapon spares nothing and no one.
Okay, B, and then... Oh, shit.
Somebody please tell me if I still have eyebrows.
I think I'm doing it wrong.
Unclean parasite. That's enough out of you. One at a time, please.
I think somebody asked like what my opinions are. All right, I fucked this up. On the Reckoning, I am excited, like I said, because it's a zombies map and I love zombies. But I am a little concerned because I want Treyarch to knock it out of the park with the story and the Easter egg, and I just don't think they're going to make it super hardcore. I just want one hardcore modern zombies map. I don't know why it's like so hard for... I just don't know why it's such a big deal. Alright, hold on. Turn the middle wheel to... Oh, so it's middle is green, left is blue. Right is red. Left, blue, middle, green. Oh, that's right. Okay. Middle is green. Got it. Yeah, I agree. Each one needs a hardcore map. No, I like this step. It, like, I just forget which one is which. Right is red. That's right. Okay. Whoops. Oh, shit.
Is it too much to ask for you backfolk to wear some trousers? You know why you had to die? Here's a hint. The other ghouls wear trousers.
Okay, turn...
I say, have you noticed the ones with blue eyes?
Alright, I'm just gonna follow the instructions this time, because apparently I can't do this right. Oh shit, I have no shield.
Respects the help.
Middle green, left blue, right red. Yeah. It's... For some reason, I thought that it...
Well, it's not
The way I
exactly
did it was different, but it's different when I'm
do.
kind of like an idiot. No, you're all good, Buster. You're all good. Okay. Turn the middle wheel until the light is green. Okay, I will do that.
Keep coming, I shall smite you all.
Okay, green. Turn the left wheel until the light is blue.
I see. Down but not out.
Yay! Complicated. Oh shit. Complicated. Symbol step. I mean, does it have to be Treyarch? Turn the right wheel until the red light's in place. I think this is going to be it. I hope so, at least. Usually I'm not this bad at this step, guys. There we go.
Well, that seems to be improper alignment now.
I just always get it mixed up in which order to spin the wheels.
This weapon may be above my strength.
All right, let's go get another shield. And we got to get the upgrade for this
Vulgar.
for this weapon.
Rubbish.
Oops.
More hideous in death.
All right, we got one of them. Let's get the other one. And I got to get perks and pack-a-punch. Like, I haven't done anything. See, I'm torn, Zesty, on the whole, like, should zombies spawn in thing, because part of me is like, I mean, that's just how zombies is, you know? Like, they should always be spawning in. But then it's like sometimes I really do feel it. It can be a little bit annoying.
Me to admit, Master Alistair would have very much wanted to do that. Regardless
Is this the right one? Oh, there it is.
definitely in the wrong place.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Hey man, BO4 is a solid game, and if you like quests, I think that World War II and Infinite Warfare really do have some good quests for people to get into. They're really fun, they're really enjoyable, they're challenging. Shadow Throne has a lot of cool side Easter eggs, music Easter eggs, power-up Easter eggs, all sorts of interesting stuff. I really do think Shadow Throne was kind of swept under the rug because people were so pissed about Darkest Shore that they didn't really want to give it a shot. And then the Tortured Path really turned people off. And then Frozen Dawn is kind of like World War II's Origins. And then BO4 just has all these amazing quests and gameplay and all sorts of stuff. The one thing that makes World War II suffer a little bit is its is some of the gameplay. Like, every map does kind of play the same, but the Final Reich and the Shadow Throne have the best versions of that, in my opinion. Like, on the Shadow Throne, I don't know if I put this gameplay in the video or not, but there's like, once you beat the Easter egg, you can have, you know, your pistol, your pack-a-punch, whatever gun you want, your pistol, your MP40 or whatever it is, the wonder weapon. Then you also can use any of those melees, but you unlock the blade of Barbarossa, so you get to use that, and you can kind of train in the museum, and it's just super fun. And you get to like round 30 or 40 or 50, and you're just kind of using all these 3 different weapons plus your field upgrade kind of things, whatever they called them in that game. And it really just is a good showcase of the World War II formula. The problem with it is they have the same enemies on every single map, which can just get really, really boring. Egypt map, that would have been sick. That would have been super sick. Okay, now we got to find the zodiac symbols around this map. And this is where I'm going to get out my notepad. I really hope there's not one in here. Please, Lord. Okay, looks like we're good. I know, it's here. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It could be a little bad. It might be just a teeny tiny bad. Oh, wrong way.
I've half a mind to blink
It's in here. So this is the 2. And this is going to have 3, 5. See, I don't know, dude. You guys like this kind of stuff? I think this stuff is sick. 3, 5, 5. So what's that? 12? Okay. Oh, dude, if we got the Library of Alexandria, my life would be, I would be a different person. Life would have been great. Okay, I don't think we have one. I can't tell. That's a little unfair. All right, this is probably my least favorite spot for symbols. Is it this table? I don't think it's in there either. Ancient Evil is sick. Okay, 3. 5. And I think there's scratches up here. 3, 3, 5, 3. Was that what it was? Okay, so 6 plus 5, so that's 11. And then this symbol is what? 69! Yeah, bro! Hell yeah, bro. Sick, dude. So good. I know, man. I think Black Ops 4, genuinely, I think... I forget who I was talking about this with, but I think Jason Blundell really, you know, gave it his all. Well, not just Jason Blundell, but the team, Treyarch, really gave it their all. They tried something crazy, and it just didn't work. 3. And they tried some crazy stuff. 5. Sorry, let me count really quick. I think it's good. Let me just double check. I think there's some scratches over here. Or wait, no, they're over here. Okay, so all right, let me make sure. Can you put this in order from add the numbers? You scroll head to the greenhouse, you'll see them, and input 3 zodiac numbers. Wait, but don't you do it from least to most, I think? That's the part from least to amount. Okay. Yeah, so I think Treyarch with Black Ops 4, this is my theory. I think with the success of BO3, they were like, Jason, you know, clearly, you know, you and Craig or whoever, the writers and the devs, like, you guys have a vision, go crazy with it. And then they wanted to like revolutionize some stuff as well, and it just didn't work. The bugs and the changes to the perk system and all sorts of stuff, it just really didn't work. Okay, so it's the and then they were like, okay, well, we're a business, we have to make money, so let's make some radical changes, and then they uprooted the franchise.
Thank heaven.
Perfect.
I was beginning to wonder if this puzzle could
And changed and made some stuff more streamlined it to make Cold War. I think they like really tried to give going like crazy zombies a chance, but they just realized that it wasn't a viable business model. You guys should see, like, I was looking it up. The amount of sales BO4 had, I think it's like the game only sold 14 million copies, which I know it sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of like what COD normally sells, it's not.
I'd like to say it's
And
been a pleasure having you.
with the Fortnite boom and everything, Activision just took a hard pivot. It's really a shame. It really is a
Good
shame.
news. It's a lovely full moon. The bad news.
Hell yeah, bedtime stream, bro. I was thinking about doing all 4 maps tonight, and then I was like, nah, I can't do that. So we'll finish the rest tomorrow.
I fear this night will be the ruin of me.
Yeah, and I don't even really know how much Craig is even there, to be quite honest with you. You know, we never see him in the marketing material or anything. You know, he's just kind of out doing his own thing. Okay, the next step is it the night quest? Oh, crap. Okay, so I need to find some Firegate cores, which I haven't seen any. So, I have none. Perfect. Oh, there's one.
Fortify myself with this. Party's over. Go home, good people.
I think I'm gonna do the effigy quest.
Red blood, blue blood, none for you, bud.
It would be really helpful if I had maybe like one more Firegate core instead of one. 2 is usually what you need for that step, but I mean you can kind of get away with it, but it's gonna be hard. Come on, there has to be one lying around here somewhere. Oh, perfect.
I'd say I earned
Okay,
this.
that's good.
You should put some ice on that.
Oh. Damn, I forgot to pack a punch.
Feeling raining death like this.
Bro, I love this pistol. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, I'm Godfrey. Who is this? Not the right one. Yeah, Dead of the Night's so good, dude. Cold War has your favorite wonder weapons. Which ones are those?
So I'm to die before the year is out.
Yo, thanks, Shorbs, bro. Thank you for the donation. Big fan. You have the best quality videos in the community. That's a tall order. What am I hoping for in terms of map-specific stuff for a Reckoning? Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. I want a badass quest. A badass quest. That's what I really want, man. I want a great quest with great challenges, good puzzles, and then a challenging boss fight. I want it to be like on the more of the hardcore side, and I'm actually willing to kind of sacrifice with Treyarch the whole like, oh, it needs to take 30 hours to solve. Like, I'm fine if it only takes 4 hours to solve. I just want it to be tough. I want people to die multiple times, like in the boss fight, like trying to beat it. That's what I really want. But I also want map-specific Easter eggs that are really going to give the map its own flavor. Instead of having everything just dumped into the crafting table. And you know, personally, this is a long time goal. I would love for Treyarch to actually make. I would like for them to make Easter eggs for us to like unlock weapons inside of each map, and then be able to kind of use it, and then kind of add it to the crafting table with another side Easter egg. So we're getting like side Easter eggs updated throughout the year. That's like my dream. So I'm hoping they do some of that stuff with Black Ops 7, but you know, we'll see. Bro, there's so many. But thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. If you have any follow-up questions, I'm happy to answer them. Yo, what's up, Drum Drum? Whoa!
Friends, but these werewolves need to stay the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing if the OG crew rumors are real. You know, because that seems... I don't want to say it seems fake. It doesn't seem fake. But it just seems like that's such a crazy thing for them to do. Oh, my shield's gone.
I swear, if you ruined my
Goat perk. Goat perk. Somebody was talking about Cold War wonder weapons. I'm curious to know what you were thinking about that. Would love to know. Hey, man, it's all good, Chud. Just glad you're here. I will say that pretty much all the Cold War zombies maps don't feel super heavily zombies, but except for maybe Mauer. I think that one's pretty good. And Outbreak didn't help, you know, because you had this aesthetic with the way they were changing the art direction and stuff.
You have my gratitude.
All right, so guys, normally what I do in Dead of the Night, if you're wondering why I'm not activating the challenges yet, I like to do them all at the end because I think it's more fun. So we're gonna get this last one. So let me pack a punch some stuff, and we'll get right to it. I don't think Cold War is trash. I used to think Cold War is trash, but after recently playing it, doing round 100s and hopping in, it's a good experience in its entirety. I don't know if you were here earlier in the stream, but that's really what I look at Cold War and modern zombies as a whole, is like the experience at its core is good. But the maps aren't the standout feature like they were in previous games. And I think that's for two reasons. One is because I think the way that content updates are done in the modern age, just in gaming in general, they want to have more frequent updates with, you know, bundles and events and all this shit, as opposed to just having like, here's Origins and this is going to last you like 6 months. The content's now peppered out, and it can be a little boring. It can get a little boring, but not, yes, that's a really good way to put it, Ludo. They're not, it's not meaty. All right, I gotta put, bro, I love how these guys will just lay here for like 20 minutes. It's so weird. Okay, this one goes here. All right, I always forget which way these go. All right, night quest line. All right, fire set. First set is smoking room, library right of trap, library left of trap, billiards. Okay.
Not anymore.
Oh crap! I don't have a shield. Haha! That would be helpful, guys. That would have been helpful. You know, but live and learn.
I shall portray the humble tortoise in tonight's morality play.
See if I can hit it from here.
Once again,
boom.
To the rescue.
Okay. Yo, what's up? All right, smoking room, which is not this one. Smoking room, and then left of trap, or right of trap, left of trap, billiards room. Right of trap, left of trap, billiards room. Right of trap, left of trap, billiards room. Sing.
Blue flame.
Okay.
That's a good sign, yes?
All right. Yo, what's up, Stim? I do love the Reiki too. I actually love Firebase Z. I will say, guys, I'm just gonna admit this right now. I think that's the map that's grown on me the most.
It's true. Poverty can.
Oh my gosh, I don't have enough points. What world are we living in? All right, let's see. Let me catch up on this chat. BO4. I think yes, dude. BO4 is a great casual game. It really is. Really think Cold War was COVID didn't help. Yeah, there are some good things inside of. Yes, we're running Spitfire for sure, Jake. For me, you nailed it in the tier list. I nailed it. Hell, see, look, some true support in the chat, guys. So true support. Some people were calling me stupid for ranking Buried so low. And you know what? I'm open to having my mind changed. And it's not that I think Buried's a bad map. I just think you play Mob of the Dead and then you play Buried and it's like, what are we doing here, guys? And it's not that I think Buried's a bad experience, but when you go from this epic quest and this epic story to like, to Buried, I guess I just don't get it. And that's fine. Maybe I'm just not meant to get it. Maybe I'm just not meant to. And maybe if I was playing it during the life cycle, I would have a completely different opinion. Because this is coming from somebody who's playing it in 2025. You know, I missed out on this era. Oh yeah, shrink me, boy. Shrink me, baby. Shrink me, baby. All right, let's, whoops. Huh? Okay, so this is main hall left, east gallery, main hall left. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember this one. They do a little zigzaggy. Boom. I think this is right. Oh, is that not right? Shit, I think I did it wrong. Oh, I see. I did it wrong. Yeah, should be good though. Please have enough. Ugh. Okay. Vanguard was the best thing that ever happened to BO4. Yeah, that's really funny. That's a really funny way to put it. As a high rounder, I couldn't accept. Oh, I read that comment. I thought that was interesting. I haven't commented on it yet because I actually didn't know what to say. And I guess what I mean by I didn't know what to say is like, can you just elaborate that? Because like a lot of high round maps are kind of like that, right? Okay, last one is trophy room. Trophy room, master bedroom, and then the piano area. And then the dining area. I know this one. Let's go, boys. I haven't done a high round on attack in a while, but I really like playing that map. I think training on the bridge and sucking up the extra ammo from the bubbles, I like it. I think there's a lot of good systems in it. I just think that the wonder weapon is just kind of stupid. All right, we made it. Oh, Blood of the Dead is so much better than Mob. Trying to make my own commentaries. Any advice on what to download and use? I have a PS5, a HyperX Solo mic, and laptop. Lol, just making random videos right now. So it depends what you're trying to do. So OBS is a really good tool to get started on recording your content. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, like like an RTX whatever, I definitely recommend either using OBS or recording using the NVIDIA recorder that's built in with GeForce Now. I think it's very optimized for the GPU, so you can actually record and still have like good frame rates on your game. And then probably recording your audio after using OBS or, Adobe Rush or whatever software you feel like is good to use, and then put it together, I also really recommend, in like terms of content creation, look at what your competitors are doing and see what's working in the community, and then put your own spin on it. Try to bring your own voice. Like, for example, not to glaze T-Dog too heavily here, but I think he does a really good job of that. He'll make a video that's like ranking guns, but it's like the 5, dumbest guns, right? He'll do it in a funny way. So try to bring your own spin and voice on it, And most of all, be true to yourself and ask yourself, do I want to make this? Do I even care about that? Because if you don't waste your time on it. If content creation is something you want to do seriously, ask yourself, like, can I see myself doing this in 5 years? And if you can't, then maybe don't do that. So, but if you have any other questions, man, I'm always happy to help. You can hit me up on Twitter or tag me or something if you have any tech questions. I'm kind of a insane tech bro. Oh, crap. Where's the last... Where's the last one? There's one in the garden. There's one in the graveyard. Is there one down here or something? I don't even... Oh, it's upstairs. Isn't it? Wait, where is it? I forget. Guys. I personally do think BO2 is overrated. I really don't like BO2. Holy crap. Where is it? Guys, I totally forget. Main hall. Oh, duh, I walked right past it. Come on, Stones. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Holy crap, guys. I'm so dumb. Yeah, don't be trendy just to be trendy. Like, you should follow trends that are successful. Like, this is a cliche, but like ranking videos are really a good example. Like, ranking things or breaking things down, essays, tutorials are really helpful. Things like that are always going to help. I know this is going to sound kind of cringy, but you do have to compete with AI, which is a little frustrating, because now people can just be like, oh, how do I do the Dead of the Night Easter egg? And like AI will tell you in real time. So that's kind of scary. But I do think people crave connection, which is a good thing. So I don't know if I would say Rave is better than Spaceland, and I might agree with you about Shaolin if the wonder weapons weren't so bad. And I really think that Shaolin did itself a disservice by trying to kind of, like, the Easter egg makes no sense. It's one of those Easter eggs that I look at and I'm like, they were trying to be Treyarch so bad. Whereas on the other Easter eggs, they were silly and goofy, throwing hot dogs, you know, taking drugs and tripping, you know, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And then with
Double points.
Shaolin, they're like, oh no, you got to shoot symbols and do a Morse, not a Morse code, but like a decoding step. And they really started to, whoops, wrong button. They really started to kind of like do that Treyarch like puff their chest kind of thing. And again, nothing wrong with that, but it just, I liked IW's style. I felt like they weren't being totally true to themselves, but maybe I'm overthinking it, you know? What do we got? Nope, don't want that. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Revelations is the best BO3 map. I do like it, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, man. I really do think DE is probably the best one. It's just so mechanically sound in every way possible. It's almost perfect. Revelations is great though, and I think Revelations does a good job. Like, interesting enough, Revelations is a very good comparison to modern zombies. Think about Revelations. Revelations brought those masks, which allowed you to level up and have extra buffs for your perks. And then Treyarch just took that system and then made it an RPG light system in the menu. And it's like, those masks were so special. And it was something that was super extra that made the game really, really, really fun to do. I wish they brought stuff like that back. I love that kind of shit. I think Revelations was definitely too hated on, in my opinion. I think when I play it, I never look at it as like, oh, this is just a bunch of remasters. I really don't. It feels so, it's like its own. No.
Why does everything I do invite this reaction?
Man, I don't have much ammo here. Do we get it? We got it. Whoops. No! I think the EE is fine now, but at the time it was stupid.
I can't die yet.
All right, let's go get some ammo and some the whatever other stuff I need, perks. Rev is like a buffet. That's a really good point. It is kind of like a buffet. You get the Apothecant Servant, you get the Thunder Gun, you get the Ragnaroks, you get the like, I was gonna say the trip mines, but that's not a really cool thing. The only thing that sucks about that map, which is just a kind of a small annoyance, is they still haven't fixed the damn like bug with the summoning key. Oh, I forgot to get ammo. Oh well, whatever, doesn't matter. Just bugs me because the tomb and Revelations feel the same, yet so similar to Ancient Evil. The tomb?
When was the last time you watched those?
That's interesting. Completely semi-related, but Dead of the Night was the one map that gave me nightmares. Ooh. Nice. Frickin' werewolves, bro. Love me some werewolves. Awesome, it's the worst one.
They made an open sewer of this place.
There we go.
Water everywhere. Could you at least try to
Could I maybe get like some better charge shots, please? Holy smoke-a-locos. Okay. Definitely got to get out of there. How did I get all the way down to 65 health?
keep coming? I shall smite you all.
Come on, that's the worst one.
Find more bullets. My battling butler days are over. Keep killing, Sir Knight.
I think the tomb, like I said in the video, if it didn't have, if we were gonna get an extra map, like an extra survival map, I really don't think it would be bad. I think it would be, I think we'd look at it like a nuke town and be like, damn, for a nuke town, this is sick. And that's why, again, I didn't really break it down in my most recent video, but I was talking about, you know, how Liberty Falls solved the bonus map problem. And if Treyarch can keep this up with their bonus maps, their extra maps, their small maps, make them have full quests, wonder weapons, good storylines, treat them like a big experience, like a light LITE, like, you know what I mean, like Zombies map light. If they could do that, I really think that they would have a perfect formula. But they did it with the Tomb, they did it with Liberty Falls. Oh.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Should be one more. Come here. There you go.
Will I get your coat?
Yo, what's up? BO4 Defender. The camo challenges sucked. They were. Yo, what's up, Drum? You have to head out. I wanted to say I love you, and I'm going to watch listen back to the stream, so have a good night. Well, I love you, too. Have a great night. The Tomb would be better than Liberty Falls in most regards, but it's a victim of circumstance. Yeah, it is a victim of circumstance, for sure. Can we talk about Tywin Lannister? Yeah, dude, let's talk about him. He's the GOAT. The Tomb broke my trust with Treyarch a little bit, but Citadel actually broke it a little bit more. Because I thought Citadel was going to be epic. And I know I'm probably in the minority here, and that's fine. But I think Citadel was a disappointment. It has a lot of cool stuff in it, but I thought that they were going to lean like heavily into the like some hardcore aspects of the quest and do some really cool stuff with storytelling, and I was just really bummed about that. I feel bad even bitching about it, to be honest, because it is a good map, but it and I tried to be objective about it in my tier list, but it still fell flat for me.
Yes. You killed me in a dream. I kill you right here, right now.
Citadel Daymore was by far the most lame recent. Oh, cool. Okay, maybe I'm not alone here. Yeah, it didn't maximize location at all. That's yes. Thank you. My biggest issue. My biggest issues with Citadel is that the size, not much. Yeah, it is very small. Somebody said, I think it was Stanley. I don't know if he said it in a video or if he said it to me in private or whatever. But he said he felt like the Tomb and Citadel were supposed to be together. And that's an interesting theory. Obviously, they're like both just too big to kind of feel like they should be together, but like almost, you know, like they were, and then they got additional aspects added to them. Holy smokes, there's 4 of them? What the hell? We must have got one spawn in on the actual round itself. Okay. Whoa, there's a 5th one? Holy hell. There we go.
I can't believe
yeah, the self-contained story was terrible. Oh, maybe it was in the podcast. Yeah, that's true. Could have been that.
another druid artifact.
All right. We're making some progress here. I know, dude. The Citadel did a good job with the secret room. I love secret rooms. The Tomb have secret rooms? Get away from me. Get away from me now. What secret rooms did the Tomb have? Oh, the secret area. Yeah. So stupid that it got locked up after you beat it, though. But I guess they do that all the time. They did that in Gorod Krovi and Blood of the Dead. Well, in Blood of the Dead, you can't actually continue the map after you beat it, so that's not a good comparison. But okay, we got one more, which I think is Graveyard, so let's go do that. Shattered Veil secret rooms were sick as well. Yep. So we've got some good stuff. Didn't help they didn't use the castle. That, dude, the Maya thing also really annoyed me. I was just like, bro, we have this sick storyline of her seeking vengeance or revenge for her brother, and it just turns out to be like one kind of like hallway that we don't get to use again for a cutscene that I thought was well made and it looked cool. But I was like, what is the point of this? And now it's like her story's done. I don't know if it was because of the actors or what, but the whole thing felt very like disjointed in some areas. But I still think BO6 is good. It just feels it's like they have good maps and they have good ideas, but then they're just like missing that extra special kind of emotional sauce. And I don't know, maybe I'll look back and feel completely different about it. Because mechanically, systemically, like, the game is good, right? But there's just some stuff that I feel is off with it, kind of from an emotional place and story place and little things like that do add up. And then I wish the mechanics were different, but that doesn't mean they're not well developed, right? I don't know if they... So the whole AI actors thing, what's happening with that is basically Activision is trying to, like the rest of the industry, utilize AI for development. And this means that they work with voice actors for a certain period of time, and since they own the likeness to the characters, they want to be able to utilize AI to help them with voice lines. Perhaps it's just for patchwork. I don't know, but they want to use AI to like do stuff with the voice actors. The whole reason that these companies were on strike, or the voice actors were on strike, is because there were no AI protections in their contracts, and so the union was trying to stand up for them so that Activision and other corporations couldn't take advantage of their labor. And then the strike just ended, so they either have come to a conclusion about how the protections are going to be implemented, or Activision's not going to be using AI anymore. But I don't know if, and I don't think so, at least we don't have any evidence of it. I don't think that they've used AI for the voice actors, because that was what the whole strike was about. But again, you know, maybe they did. I don't know either way. I don't think they did, but I think the reason that we saw so little voice acting in the Tomb and even in Citadel was because the voice actors were on strike and they couldn't get them back to help with whatever. And we only saw voice lines from pretty much like Weaver and Carver in the cutscenes inside of, and Nolan North inside of Shattered Veil. So, and then Julie Nathanson left. So I don't know. I don't think they did. I think it was just the whole strike thing, but maybe they did, dude. I don't have any evidence to suggest it either way, except for the strike kind of makes me think that they couldn't because they were trying to implement those protections in the first place. I don't think so, man. I think the Sam actress is the new Sam actress is a real person. The strike recently ended. Yeah. I'm focusing. I'm so focused. I know that because Tom Kane can't act anymore. Perfect.
If that makes us brothers. Well, let us see which is Kane and which
we got two of them. We got two of them. We're good. We're doing good. Oh, we got three. We got three, y'all.
Is that monster also a human being?
Cool.
Oh, that thought is almost too distressing to even consider. Master Alistair sometimes spoke of a true ruin beneath this forest. I never knew it was right here.
No!
This can't be good.
God, those things change so fast. If you know, you know.
Oh dear. More party crashers.
I know, dude. It does that when you go into a boss fight. I'm like, why would you ever do that to me? And Treyarch still does that to this day. Like in their new games, if you hop in, and you go down or you like pack a punch or do something, and then you like switch to the weapon, it like does the animation, which is cool when you're like running around. But when you need it, it's like sick, bro. Could you maybe like not do that? If I get this stupid effect,
More hideous in death than in life. I didn't think it possible.
where are you, brother? Where are you, brother?
Absolutely
Come on,
no
brother.
pets allowed on the premises.
Hey,
House rule.
relax, guy.
Can't imagine how much this has cost.
Relax, guy. Bro, those fire zombies, they have downed me more times than I care to admit.
Vampire named Arcock. But he's meant to be his offspring.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. CZ? Is that how you say it? That's true, dude. Dr. A, that's absolutely true. One is great, one is absolute garbo. Absolute garbo. I do like the tornado one, though. Alright, I'm just gonna...
I do believe I'm getting the hang of this.
Max ammo.
Bro, they change so quickly. Like, you have to be on it. Okay. We got one yet? No! Okay, okay, okay. Alright. I think this is going to be the last one. Based off of my skill and knowledge. Bro. Bruh.
I don't know how much more of this I can take. Hello? I can't seem to hear anything. I'm still alive.
I think we're done. I think we did it. I think that's it.
And thus Cain slew Abel. And the mark was...
I've seen some strange things in my time, but this takes the cake.
Oh,
Then you're better at shooting than fortune.
so good. It's so good. All right, guys. I'll let you decide. Do you want to do Voyage, or do you want me to stream Voyage 9 and Ancient Evil tomorrow? I'm down to do another run. I was gonna do Ancient, or excuse me, I was gonna do Dead of the Night and Voyage tonight, and then Ancient Evil and 9 tomorrow.
What the hell does this mean?
All right, let's do it. We'll do Voyage
You
after
are
this.
not worthy.
Let's do it.
Ragged,
Let's do it, bro.
pompous ass.
Pompous ass. Bro, it's so hot in here. Holy shit. Whew, let my ears get some heat out of them, bro. See, the thing that you guys don't understand if you're young, like if you're in your 20s or teens or whatever, is that when you get older, you lose, like men will lose hair on their head, like they'll go bald and their hairlines will recede, but all that hair comes out your ears. So you get really hot easily because of all the ear hair. And so I have to take off my headphones and let my ear hair breathe.
What have you done to Alistair Rhodes?
But you guys will get it. You guys will get there one day. And then when you guys get there, I'll be in a retirement home playing zombies. Dude, that's going to be so sick. I'm going to straight up like retire.
Godfrey,
And
talk to me.
I'm going to be I'm just kidding. I'm half kidding.
Damn it!
But I'm going to retire. I'm going to be in a retirement home, and I'm going to be live streaming in the retirement home to all my like friends in there. Yes, exactly. 25. Yeah, you got like 8 years before your ear hair starts to grow out. Yeah, you guys can visit. My room will say like and subscribe, and you guys will have to subscribe to enter. Am I gonna do the other Ether quests too. Not, well, I guess I can. I wasn't planning on it, but I can. I really want to start wrapping up the BO6 stuff. You and your demented trying to do Blood of the Dead. Hell yeah, that's so funny. But yes, I will. I'll probably do. This is probably what I'm going to do. Is I just wanted to do chaos because it's fun and I like chaos. And then we got to do some BO6 stuff because we're wrapping up. I want to get prepped for that, so I'll probably do some round 100s. And then once I finish like the retrospective and whatever, we could do an Ether run. And then we got to get some Cold War stuff done because I have a lot of retrospectives I'm trying to do, and I love the new games. Love is a strong word. I like the BO6, and I'm excited for BO7. But I really want to go back and like play the old CODs and really give them an experience and do research and all sorts of stuff and stream that whole process. I hope so, man. There's a lot to learn here. There's a lot to learn. Classified round 150. If you guys have 12 hours, I'm totally down. Yeah, that texture bug is not. It's not a good one. It's not good. Jake, you're in for a treat. Wait till Ancient Evil. I do love BO6. It's just been a weird game. It's been the most. I've never felt like apathetic towards a Call of Duty before. I've either hated it or I've loved it. I've never been like meh. And I don't like that I'm meh. I don't like that I'm meh. That makes me sad. All right, bro, let's take off work and do classified. Yeah, this story will never get canceled. It's too good. It's too good. But the only good part about it getting canceled is now I have 63 million elixirs. So that's always nice. You were apathetic towards Ghost? Hey, fair enough, right? Okay, let's, what are we doing? This. Alright, do I need any elixirs? Do I need any? Is there anything I need? I mean, not really. Yo, what up, Stanley? Back from it? Back at it or whatever? I can't speak. Alright, I gotta pull up the guide because I'm stupid. Pack-a-Punch. And then the clocks. Okay, that's right. And we got Scarlet, that's good. Nice. Talking to the lady. Stoked for your future, Stanley. I'm really proud of you. I'm so demented. You can call me. I mean, that's why I'm Afterlife, because I'm cooked, right? I like BO6. I wish they didn't kill the momentum with grief. I know, it was so weird. Like, in my opinion, and listen, I know it probably was hard to develop, but like, grief should have not been a DLC update. Bro, look at this starting room, bro. Hey, have you guys seen the podcast where I ask questions about if Drysadrak is at night? Do you guys think Voyage is at night? I'm just kidding. Yo, what's up, Knifer, dude? Oh, okay. Alright, bro. I'm gonna knife this bitch in the face, dude!
I stopped being scared a long time ago.
Bro, that cutscene is actually so good. I remember watching that cutscene for the first time and I was like, holy shit. They just made a freaking, like, Italian Job movie. Oh, sorry, Israel. No, what I meant to say, I didn't finish my thought. I got distracted. All right, Dr. A, I hope you have a great night. Or day. I don't know where you live, but going to work at 11 is pretty late. So maybe good night. So what I meant about grief was mostly that I really think that they should have just added it as like a reloaded update, or it should have been like, it should have been, it shouldn't have been a primary content update. It's a secondary content update. It's a fine content update. But I just think it would have been better if they released a, you know, Liberty Falls like the Tomb style map, and
Bonus points.
then Grief was
Take it off, Scar.
in one of the other seasons, or even maybe this season, because the modes that they've delivered on the Abomination Challenge, Grief, Starting Room are all really good. Starting Room, I think, is a solid challenge. I think it's a little slow. Like, I wish I could pack a punch. I know I was talking about this earlier and I didn't read the chat because I got distracted. Can you pack a punch in that without gums? I don't think so. I do know I like the Starting Room challenge. I just think it's a little slow. It takes a while to get to round 40. Like, that's a long time. And I still haven't beat it because I've only played it like 4 times. I need to like really sit down and do it. Only with the tomb. Oh, because they have Pack-a-Punch in there. That makes sense. That's cool. I like that. I just wish they dropped like Pack-a-Punch power-ups like they have in, you know, I think Zombies in Space or Infinite Warfare Zombies has those. Where is it? Where is the guy? Where is he? There he is. Come on. There we go. So yeah, just like the couple things of being able to pack a punch, and I mean, but I think they have a good system. I just think it needs a little refinement, you know, to have like those power ups to make it feel like you're like, oh crap, I got to pack a punch, you know, GS 45 without having to use gums and stuff. Kind of gives you a little bit, couple different paths, but I think it's pretty good. But Starting Room challenges are supposed to be bare bones too, so I can see that being a viable idea. I don't think one way is worse or the other. It's just my preference, I think. But yeah, I was playing it and I was like, you know, on round 29 or something, and I was just like, bro, this is taking a while, like killing these zombies. But like Liberty Falls, you know, you have the traps and stuff, which really helps a lot. So I like that. So far I've done Terminus. I haven't even beaten them yet, but I've played Terminus, Liberty Falls, and Citadel. And no, I did Shattered Veil too. So I think I've done them all except for the Tomb. But yeah, I do like it. No, I agree. I think no PAP or having a PAP drop. I think I'm impartial to it. I just kind of wish that I could do it without having to bring in gums, because I really want to kill the zombies faster, but it takes like so much ammo. But like I said, I haven't really sat and like sunk my teeth into it deeply. I started playing a little bit of it today, and then I got distracted with Chipotle, because I love Chipotle. It's like a second home to me. The Terminus one is really good. It's super challenging. Knife me, knife me, knife, knife, knife me. I'm gonna knife you and you can knife me. All right, where are we at? Where are we at here? Okay. I think it's time to open, unless it's a double points. It is. Okay.
Don't try that shit with me.
Come on.
I will cut you bad.
I think BO4's mechanics are awesome, but exactly, Snap. Exactly. Using gums for gums, I think, is silly. It's like, great, so now I have to use a perkaholic to get a perkaholic. It's like, what's the point, right? I wish they gave camos and shit. Then I wouldn't care so much about using gums. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but it just feels like a neutral exchange. But I do like it. I do like it. Maybe they just had like a pack-a-punch variant, a non-pack-a-punch variant or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, and that's okay. I can be nitpicky sometimes.
Few more rounds. I should make them count.
I will tell you the drill charge barrel attachment on guns is good for that challenge. Okay, I will have to keep that in mind. Is that on any particular gun? How do I get that? Chipotle is priority, Knifer. It is top priority. You know, back in the day when people used to say like Chipotle or like things are bae, I think Chipotle is like bae. Do people still say that? Do people still say things are bae? All the ARs. Did you ever get? How did you get? Oh, man, I feel bad for even bringing it up. As soon as I said it, I was like, I shouldn't have brought that up. I used to know somebody who could like do it, but I don't know that person anymore, and so
have I got all 3 pieces?
there are mods out there like.
I can't remember.
if you search, I'm sure you can find it. But yes, there's a mod that like you do it and it just like gives you so many elixirs. And so the only reason I got it is because when I did these reviews, I was gonna play the map so many times, and I was like, I really want to play them with and without elixirs to get the like kind of the full experience. Crap, where is the other shield part? I know there's like 2. Maybe no, I'm wrong. Let's keep going. Why do I use electric burst? Because I don't know, man. I just really like electric cherry.
I was 13.
You love the background of my face cams, like this stuff, like the lights and stuff behind me. I appreciate it. You haven't heard the term "bay" in years. I know, dude. My boomerism is showing. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, I'm probably not. I thought about getting it. Like, some of the challenges are okay, but the grief one really kind of irks.
There's the artifact.
Oh, I think my headphones just died. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Sometimes my headphones just like drop out. Oh, we got plenty of battery. Oh, I appreciate it, guys. I'm glad you like the background. I'm gonna be weird and say I never found Voyage's layout to be confusing. I don't really think it's super confusing, other than the 2 floors in the middle. I think those can be a little weird the first time, because you're like, oh wait, which staircase do I go up? That's about it for me. But other than that, I mean, you're just kind of going straight back and forth. The hardest part, actually, sorry, there's one more thing. The hardest part, in my opinion, is the knowing the names of everything. Oh my goodness, there's so many damn names. It's like the poop deck and the boiler room and then this room and then that room, and I'm like, I don't remember any of those. Okay, I know that there is a part in here. This is the little turnip looking thing. Yo, what's up, Ambitious? Hey, Afterlife, I was wondering if I should get World War II Zombies when it goes on sale. I think you should. I think World War II Zombies is really underrated. The Tortured Path is ass, and Darkest Shore is tough and very limited in scope, but it is... It has a pretty solid quest that I think people should have played at least once. And then Shattered Throne, Final Reich, they're all really good. Okay, so I have one shield part. I'm looking for... Oh, there's one in the little closet. That's right. Okay, so let's go back there. World War II Zombies was... Or World War II was not safe on PC for Game Pass. I don't think that's a problem on Steam, though.
This section of my shield doesn't look too
But
bad.
I mean, I can't speak to be 100% certain, but I don't think there's any issues with it on Steam. It was a Game Pass thing. Maybe Game Pass has different... I don't know. Because it's like a Windows version. It's not like a Steam version, which is different, to my understanding. So, yeah, it's really fun, dude. Shadow Throne is hard. It's a solid Easter egg. It's challenging. There's cool puzzles. I really... Well, let me just say, I recommend researching... Before you buy it, or before you play Shattered Throne or buy it or whatever, do some research on how to solve the Shattered Throne puzzle, because there's one puzzle that's kind of tricky. I think Milo has a solve for it on his channel, so you can always check out his channel. But on the Frozen Dawn, there's a puzzle that doesn't have a solve online anymore, so you kind of have to wing it. But it's a good time, man. It's a good time.
This could literally save my ass.
And then I need one more part for this. Yo, what's up? What's
The
up?
engine room's still operational. What the hell is power?
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Phase 2 and 3 are tough, man. The first phase, you're like, oh, I got this. And then the smoke starts bellowing, and you're like, maybe I don't got it. Maybe I don't actually got this at all. All right, I'm looking for the last piece of the Kraken. Why can't I remember where it is, guys? Why can't I remember? I can never remember. I can never remember. I know, man. And the thing is like people didn't know how to solve the puzzle, and then a lot of websites that were updated at the time when the game released are no longer active because people aren't paying for their support. So it's like it sucks. It's a sucky situation. Damn, where is the last piece, guys? Do you remember where the last piece is? And you can play you guys can play World War II Final Reich and I think Grossenhaus on Game Pass for free, but yeah, the rest of them, you're cooked. The rest of them you're cooked. As the kids say. Worst part about BF4 on PCs that if you own the game, the digital. No, dude, that's Peyton. That's not true. The whole thing was on sale the other day for like $50. Like the whole thing was $50. Or maybe you're saying if you own the game already. I'm not sure what. Maybe there's a technicality in there. But yeah, dude, the whole thing was on sale the other day. It was sick. Yeah, man. I posted about it on Twitter, and I said, could you imagine paying $38 for 8 maps, 8 zombies maps, or paying 30? Or what did I say? I said $30 for 8 maps, or $30 for a bundle, or something like $38 for a bundle, or $38 for 8 maps. I was like, which way, gamer? And dude, people were so pissed at me on Twitter. I was just kidding. Like, obviously both are fine in different circumstances, but definitely made some people mad. Bowie knife, kitchen, cargo hold. Well, that doesn't help me. What is the last damn piece for the stupid Kraken thing? Well, we need to go to Pack-a-Punch anyway, so. Oh, dude, go Dead of the Night, bro. Go in with what's it called?
Thanks for the gun.
The Spitfire,
Later,
and you'll be golden, bro. Spitfire is amazing. Oh well. Oh, the piece is down here, duh.
Everything in this car.
I remember where it is. Should be. There it is, over there. Yup. Voyage is a weird map, but I do like it. Oh! Did this water drain a little slower? Holy.
Double points.
Day 2, raw.
Some sort of gateway?
Oh, see. Oh, got it. Oh, dude, I need to make that a clip and like put that on the sampler. That would be sick. Okay. Activate Pack-a-Punch. Once you activate Pack-a-Punch, you'll see 7,000 clock things. Okay, it's not there. Is one entity controlling the zombie still a thing? Well, I think in terms of Cold War, it was the Forsaken, right? The Forsaken was like there was an outbreak and the Forsaken was in charge and whatever. But then we set a bomb off in the Dark Ether or whatever with Klaus, I think, and then we killed the Forsaken, so we stopped the outbreak. But then Richtofen and whatever like were messing with stuff, and so they brought the outbreak back, I guess. I never picked up a shield. Like, am I just an idiot on all levels? And so I think they brought back the outbreak, but then, and so now we're trying to like stop that. Plus there's like the whole AI Sam thing. Yeah. And so I don't know if it's like Sam who's controlling it or what. I don't actually know. I think it's just like Dark Ether stuff. Okay, so we got it down. Up, down, and then up, down, Fine. Down. Let's see. What time is it? Down is 3:45. Bro, I haven't done this step in 5,000 years. This is gonna be weird.
Need more ammo.
The zombies independent contract? I think they are. I think, yes, I think that's what it is. We can go check this one. Well, BO6 had a lot of filler content in it. With like the tomb and whatnot. Okay, this is up. So we got a 110. Okay, let's go back up to the first class lounge. Dead of the Night's goated, bro. I love it. It's so good. Okay. This is 110 as well. It's kind of weird. I don't like that. Right? Down. Okay.
First class.
And then we got one more.
There's some things not even the rich can buy.
And I don't remember where stuff is. We're gonna be doing a lot of this by muscle memory. I refuse to buy CODs at launch. Would rather stay behind. I mean, if you're not making content and stuff, then I think that's a very fair like approach. I do.
Killing all these freaks
And
burns through
to be
ammunition.
honest with you guys, I'm not going to buy this COD at launch either. Usually I buy like 1 or 2 copies of a COD every year because maybe I want to play it early, and so I'll buy an Xbox copy, or I usually have one for a console and one for a console and one for
We ain't doing the damn
my PC. But no, I'm just gonna hold off and get it on Game Pass. Okay, I'm missing one clock. There was spawn. There's this area. Ooh, Dead Ops 4 would be good. Do you think for the final map of Black Ops 6 we'll wrap up stuff with Sam and Panos? I hope so, dude. I've been waiting for stuff with Panos this whole damn time. I would love for that to happen. But it seems like they're taking their sweet time with it. Okay, so we did the kitchen. We did the front area. Let's see, what else? Galley, first class lounge. Oh, grand staircase. Good call. Good call, cheat sheet. All right, let's go up. And there it is. This one is what's that? 1055. Okay. Dude, we love Blood of the Dead here. This is a Blood of the Dead simp channel. Do the 9 Tigers still break the laws of physics? They do break the laws of physics, but they're nerfed in the sense of the damage that they do. Because I think they used to be a 2-hit down. And same where dogs were also a 2-hit down, but they nerfed them. That is Klaus, I'm pretty sure. The plan to purge you thoroughly. I feel like there's no way. So here's what I think's going to happen. I think they're going to wrap up the shit with like Richtofen and like whatever's going on here. But then I think that whatever they set up for, it's like we're just going to be pulled into the dark ether, whether that's with our crew or with the old school crew. Like, I think we're just going to get pulled into the dark ether somehow. All right, so this is the left, right? So left, poop deck left. It's up, okay. So that's 110. So that would be 110. Wait. Why don't I remember how to do this? No, wait. All right. I remember. So these are the hour hands, right? So the dials on the engine room and the poop deck are where the Sentinel artifact was charged to change the hour. Okay. So engine room. Okay, got it. And then the other ones are the minutes. I was like, I thought there were 8 of these. Okay, got it. Bro, there's a car that can fly on this map. Blood of the Dead has a better late game. Dude, that's the other thing. Blood of the Dead's late game is really good. The Easter egg's good. The challenges are good. All that stuff is so good. Ha, yeah. All right, 10 and 3. So the one on the left is up. Okay, so 10. Oops.
You remember signing your death warrant? Huh? It was the second you laid your hands on me.
Okay.
What on earth is this thing?
Could you imagine if they did a transit with Klaus? That would actually be kind of funny. I don't actually think that would be a terrible idea. Okay, now we have 10, 10, and 55, 45. 10, 10, 55, 45. Please, Lord, let me have done this correctly. 10. $55. 45. Oops. Oh, what did I do wrong? You'll notice that in the front, there's kind of turn those dials with the elemental blah 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 symbol nearby. Bridge to the minutes with the same element. So that's midnight, 55, 45, or 50, 45. Bro. I always do this step wrong, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yo, what's up, Averly? So the buoy step, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's 10:55. The buoy step, it's hard to explain, but basically you need to there's a video of it on YouTube, but you have to watch the flashes and then add them all up together, and then that's your number. So if you got like 5, 4, 3, that would be 8 plus, so that'd be 12, and your number would be you'd put 1, 2 in terms of Morse code. This is 110, or yeah, that's 110. 110. There's a couple videos of it on YouTube explaining it, and then they have like all the dots and dashes in the description. I recommend looking that up, but or you can just brute force it, and you have to do like a dot and dash entry until you don't hear Brutus laugh. $110. Bro, I hate this so much. Guys, can you tell me how to tell time? I don't know how to tell time. 1. Guys. One. Trying to remember where the last clock was. Oh, it was at the... Well, I guess I'll just go quickly check it just to make sense. Make sure. I don't know why I didn't check it first, but we'll check it real quick and then we'll go back downstairs to check the other hour hands. Maybe I put the hour in wrong. I don't really want the Reckoning Hunt to last days. I would like it to at least be, personally, I think 8 hours would be good. Just like a work day. And then, but if it's not going to do that, I don't care about the time as much as I do more so the actual steps, puzzles, challenge. That stuff matters way more to me. Okay, this one's just regular down. And this is 345. Okay. Let's go check downstairs again. Downstairs is usually where I screw up, to be quite honest. You still want one of the future games to take the Final Reich double Easter egg? Yeah, I think that was a smart idea as well. So this is 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3. Bro, I don't even know what I did wrong. The agent...
So they're electric now. Someone's stacking the deck against us.
The change of agents is the change of... What? Am I in the wrong step?
I was hoping
The change of agents is the change to everything. Am I on the right step? I just didn't hear the noise?
Distillation kit. What are we distilling? Alcohol?
I don't think ZZ2 is going to happen. I know, like, Donuts thinks that, and he's, like, made some videos talking about it, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I think the game has changed so much from what it's originally became. I just don't think it would work. I mean, I guess, like, maybe Transit is a little bit different because, you know, it's open world, and open world mechanics seem to work pretty decently well with modern zombies. Like, Outbreak works pretty well for that. Maybe I just didn't hear the noise. Guys, do I not know how to tell time?
Bonus points.
Didn't think I'd ever be this desperate for a fully loaded gun.
You know what? What the hell, dude? What the hell?
Guess it's just me and my gloves now.
I'm so confused, guys. I'm so confused. I just think the modern systems in zombies they don't... My problem with them is that they're the same on every single map. And the more that happens, the worse it is. 10:55. Oh, bro, this is pissing me off. Okay.
If you had any sense, you'd beat it before you lose something. punched your freaking ticket.
I need to get Widow's Wine. Yeah, this is pissing me off. I mean, I'll look up the guide. I have the guide pulled up, but it's just like... All right, let's go back up and look at this.
It can't be. Even Shaw can't come up with something
Okay.
obnoxious.
So this would be midnight, 55, 50, 45, 1, 2, 3. And then we got the down, which is 10 again. And that's as far as it can go. And then we got this one. Oh. Wait, no, that's 55. Midnight, 55. I think Frozen Dawn's Easter egg, I wish it had more steps. I don't like how it's just the wonder weapons. Like, it needs a little bit more. Like how Origins gives you a little bit more. I think it just needs a little bit more. Thanks, Averly. Small hand is it? Yes, I know that part. Okay, so those are both 1. Dude, I swear I either nail this step or I crash and burn. Ten and 3. Yo, what's up, Philly G? Next gen buried. That would probably make me like it more because I suck. Unpopular opinion, but Frozen Dawn Shadows and the Shadows of Evil are both not great and need a couple more steps. Shadows of Evil, I definitely wish it had more steps. I think something is backwards. Bro. Okay. All right, Milo.
Closest to the pin for an all.
This is your full guide to complete the Voyage of Despair here, and the corresponding clocks I'm going to use to describe this here is up and down triangle for the standard triangle shapes, and up dash and down dash for the triangles that have a strike through them. You need to go around those 4 symbols you found, go to their corresponding clocks, and write down the symbol and the time on the clock. Now, this can already get confusing here, because you don't want to read the clock as if it's a normal clock. It's a little difficult to describe exactly what we're doing, but normally on a clock, if you were seeing the time 2:50, the hour hand would be pretty close to 3. However, the time would still be 2:50. Now for us, in this video, in this guide, we're not going to read the time that way, and if the hour hand is nearly at 3 but just not quite there, we're going to just say that it's actually at 3. So a time that would normally have been 2:50 on a regular analog clock will instead be 3:50 on our in-game clock. So you're writing down all those symbols and their corresponding times. You're then going to want to head back to the bridge. On the bridge, there are 4 sets of levers, and each one has a symbol on it that matches the 4 symbols that you have just found dotted around the map. You need to look at the time you just wrote down, and specifically look at the minutes part of it. Don't look at the hours for now, just look at the minutes. The handles on the levers in this room are specifically going to correspond to the minutes part of the time only. Let's say, for example, you look at your down triangle lever, and your time is something with a minutes number of 10. What you need to do is then move your lever arm 2 movements to the right, and that's because 10 is 2 sets of 5 minutes, and the clock, when it's broken into 12, is split up into 5-minute segments. If it was a minutes number of 15, we would go 3 to the right, because then that would be 3 sets of 5 minutes. Similarly, if we had a 45, for example, as the minutes, then we would go 3 to the left, because we would be taking away 15 minutes from the kind of 12 o'clock straight up position. So seeing as we just found 4 times around the map, you're going to enter the minutes part of those times. Hours parts of the times, you'll notice notice that there are no symbols on the lever arms. You can't see any triangles on there, and so you need to just remember the fact, and I'm going to have this on screen right now, that at the point where you pick up the Sentinel artifact, of the two levers there, the one on the left corresponds to up dash, and the one on the right corresponds to down dash. So you need the arrow parts of the times from up dash and down dash, and you're going to put them onto those levers respectively. Then we're going to do the same thing below decks in the engine room, and these ones also correspond to our old symbols. On the left here, we have up triangle, and on the right here, we have down triangle. Now note that there are 4 levers, but only 2 of them work, so just test which ones work in your game, and then do the left one being up triangle.
I don't know, guys. Something's wrong here.
And the right one being...
Because this is exactly what I'm doing. Stanley, can you hop 4 clocks or minute hands? Yeah, Stanley, do you want to hop into Discord and come on the stream really quick and just help me not be a stupid idiot? Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey.
What's up?
Yo, so we're trying to get this part done, and yeah, that's a good call, Starlight. I should have pulled up Jolts. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Here, real quick, what are your times? If you can just read them out to me.
Okay, so I have up arrow on the left, or sorry, we'll do the triangles with the lines in it. So I have up.
Yeah.
Up line is 110.
110.
And then down line is 110.
Okay, so they're both 110. Okay,
Yeah.
so those are identical. So obviously I'm not gonna be able to see the stream as easily, but we'll start with those. Easiest way to do it: go to the front of the ship and
To poop deck or
no, front of the ship to do the minute hands first.
okay.
So you'll be moving both of the ones at the front of the ship with the minute hands. You're gonna move them 2 spaces to the right. That's gonna indicate 10 minutes.
Bro, I swear I'm doing this right, but
Yeah, because poop deck is the hour hands. So like for each of the ones at the poop deck, you just need to move them each 1 to the right. That'll count as 1 hour.
that's what I have. That's what I have done. That's what I have done.
Yeah, here, I'm
Feels
looking at the
like I was
stream right
just
now, so
turned
just like
inside
inspect
out.
like the dials, and I can let you know if they're correct.
Okay, so here's our first one for, well, they changed. I don't know how they changed, but
What do you mean they changed?
they like reset somehow or something. I don't know. So this is the first one, 110.
Yep. Okay. So yep, that's at 110. Perfect.
Okay, so we'll go over here, and it's at 10 as well. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm watching the stream, making sure. Yep, that's at 110. Okay, so those are definitely correct. Okay, so now what are your up and down times?
Up is 10:55.
10:55 and down.
3:45, which should be
3:45.
1 to the left and 3 to the right.
1 to the left, 3 to the right. Just show me the dials so I can make sure. You can freeze the zombie with Winter Spell anyway.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
that's,
freeze it.
I forgot.
Check up.
You looking to get hurt?
Up.
Because that's what's gonna happen.
So up should be 10:55. Let's double check. Okay. You have up at 2:55.
2:55.
Yeah. You have the minute hand correct, but the hour hand needs to be going to the left 2 spaces. You have it to the right 2 spaces.
So I have to go back
If it's-
downstairs.
Yeah, go back down to the boiler room.
Do you want to
and
make
set
sure I have this one correct too, real quick
Yeah,
before?
check that one too. Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get this.
Yep, you're good. Take your time. No, Dork is in here. Ban that guy.
Isn't it so nice to have like Stanley helping? So good.
Okay, so perfect. So the minute hand's correct, but your hour hand is set to 1. You need to go back downstairs and move that one 2 spaces to the right. You currently have it set for 1:45.
Cool. That's what I was hoping it was set to.
Perfect.
This is all a
Another
trick,
rescue.
guys, to get Stanley into the stream.
I know. Yo, Niffer, dude, Niffer, you're the rescue, just so you know, brother.
All right, so
Why would you take that fast travel? You could have taken the one in the cargo hold. That would take you directly.
that's
to
true.
the
I could have
room.
done that. Okay, just to make sure. One.
Let's double check. These 2 clocks should look the exact same.
Yeah, 1 and 1.
Yep.
Do I need to go back?
Yep, 110. Yep, 110. No, you're good. 110. Yep, 110, 110. Perfect. They look the exact same.
Bro, math is so stupid. This isn't even really math. This is just like me not
it's
knowing how to
just-
tell time.
It's just yeah, it doesn't help too that like the way they tell time in this like in the Easter egg is literal, whereas most other clocks
Yeah.
they do in every other egg is read normally.
The Alpha Omega one,
Terminus is a normal one.
I crush. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, Alpha Omega one, they just tell you directly what to do. Like, they make it
10.
as easy as possible.
Okay, hold on. Let me. There we go. So this one's 10.
That one's set to 2 o'clock. Yep, set it all the way to 10. Perfect. Yep, I'm watching.
We're
Cool.
good.
Hold on, let me double check it. I think this. Yes, that's 10. Yep.
Okay.
And now you just need to move the other one to the right twice, and then you should hear them go.
Oh! We did it, boys! Guys, can we get W's in the chat for Stanley and L's in the chat for me? You can put them in sequential order so that it's not just like spamming L's. Just put like WL so we all know what's going on. Stanley, thank you so much. Of course. You're welcome to stay on, or you can do whatever you want. No, dude, it's so much harder on stream. I feel so much pressure from these guys. Okay?
I know it's tough.
The insecurity is real.
I am talking to the lady, but I would seriously love to like come on stream one night and just like hang out, do Easter eggs.
Dude, yeah, of course. You're welcome.
Absolutely. But I appreciate the time, chat. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck on any more steps. If not, I will have to go to sleep soon, so it'll have to be up to a Milo and Jolts to save the day.
That's true. It's true.
But thankfully the steps are a lot easier after this. You guys got this. Hi.
See you, man. Thank you.
Love you, brother. Bye.
Love you too. All right, we did it. Okay. So, man, he saved the day, bro. He literally saved the day. Okay, let me pull up the rest of the steps. All right. Around the map, there are 4 outlets. Okay. This part's... Okay, we got a water one here. And then it was just us. Now, okay, this one's fire. Okay. That's water.
Shoot that sneaky blue freak before he supercharges the rest of them.
Well, there's a lot of blue ones. Let's try to find the blue outlet. Oh, let me just get off of that. Where is it? There we go. Cool. Thanks, Dork. That's a good question. If it's in my top 5? It's a good question. It's definitely probably in my top 10. I'd have to think. My top 5 is like Blood, Dead of the Night. I really like DE a lot. I don't know if it's in my top 5, but it's definitely in my top 10 for sure. Because I love that boss fight, and I think the Easter egg is like super, like horrendous in a good way. It's doing all this stuff that we're doing in Voyage, but on steroids. My biggest hot take in zombies, I mean, apparently to like the community from my tier list video, it's that I ranked Origins and Mob so low. But it's not that I think Origins and Mob are bad. It's just I think I think Jason Blundell like really cooked after that. Man, this is... cooked with Drak, cooked with Blood, cooked with all these other maps that I think are just better. And I just wish Mob had like, a boss fight. I guess it kind of does, but you have to do it on co-op, right? So it does kind of have a boss fight, but you have to do it on co-op. I think that was just the kind of a problem with eggs, or with certain steps and stuff back in the day. It was like everything had to be done in co-op, and that was really a big limitation for me. But it's a co-op mode, so I get it. So once they started really hammering things and making them solo, it was a much better experience in my opinion. I'm so cooked.
Doing something. Wonder how fast it eats through around.
So cooked. So cooked. So cooked. All right, we gotta find the the other outlets.
That sneaky little shit is healing the others.
That's true. I guess it was Shattered Throne. I like that map. I think it's sick.
Hammer's good to go. Time to release some aggression. You think strength in numbers gives you an advantage? It doesn't. Firepower beats fireballs. Every time. Now, I wonder what this key is.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. So, okay, here's why I think Shattered Throne is an S tier. Sorry, I was a little distracted. Here's why I think Shattered Throne is S tier. The story is really good. The boss fight is fucking awesome. The Easter egg is sick. There's tons of little side Easter eggs peppered throughout the map. The art design's really good. There's tons of cool gameplay stuff. Like, I don't think World War Zombies is like the best game in the world, but I do think it's like very underrated. It's very underrated. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in there, and I remember listening to the devs when they were talking about that map and how they were really short with developers for Darkest Shore, but a lot of the devs finished the map pack for the rest of the game, and so they got a lot of MP devs in there to add in cool Easter eggs. You have the Hangman Easter egg, there's the hat Easter egg. Like, you could do a lot of cool stuff in there to give yourself extra buffs, and I just think that they did a good job with it. And if all the other maps were like that, I think World War II would have been like an all-timer. It just had such heavy stinkers, like, in other ways that really, I think, allowed it to kind of be worse for wear.
Every once in a while, this random weapon.
The Pack-a-Punch requires a little Easter egg.
Through with the goods. Wouldn't mind stripping us down.
For the Shattered Throne?
It's really going
Trying to remember how to do Pack-a-Punch. Oh, you throw the 2 grenade panels.
I was just thinking we could use a good fire around
Yeah,
here.
I mean, it's a little different.
That sure makes your eyes focus. And water. Whew.
Fuck.
You keep asking for it, bub. Now you get to see what happens.
Yeah, the pap is kind of stupid, but, you know,
It'll hurt.
I guess the way I kind of look at it is like, we have all this information, and I personally, let me actually start with this. I don't think it's a bad thing if things require guides. Like, I don't care that I had to look that step up. It really doesn't bother me, because I like that we get together as a community and come up with ways to, you know, beat the game. I like that. I think it's a good thing. I like, if there's a guide, like, let's just say Total Dork, you make a guide and it helps the community. Like, I just think that's a good thing. I don't think everything needs to be figure outable by yourself. I think that's why I think that's what makes zombies special. I think the repetition of those steps is important. Like, I don't think that if I could never do the clock step again because it's just so damn complicated, like, I think that sucks.
Don't worry.
But I like the communal aspect of having guides, having forums, having all this stuff, because it means we're connecting with each other and like working on this stuff together. And so when the more simple things become and the more streamlined things become, it means like we need each other less. And I don't know, I just kind of find that lame. Maybe that's a little hokey. Maybe it's a little cheesy. But I don't know, it's what I believe. Where is the zombie? Stay still. Cool. All right. We got one more outlet. I know they go away at the start of at the end of the round when you hit the thing. So is this the last one? It's probably in first class berths. Yeah, that's what I thought. And we need to go there anyway. If anyone is going to like that communal heady angle, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. I'm just not sure that every map ever created needs to be accessible to everyone. Enigmatic, can we get W's in the chat for enigmatic? Yes. 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 I don't even need to add anything to that. It's just an unequivocal yes, absolutely. That's 100% correct.
Not so hot. We're not shooting clay pigeons today.
I think the last one we need is poison.
Some
So,
assholes just can't take a hint.
oh, there we got a poison. Okay, we got to go first class berths. And we're gonna walk this way, and then we're gonna walk this way, and then we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna run in here. Now, the reason I think it's a W take is because he's right. We don't need to cater to everybody. There should be maps that are made for hardcore people like us. I just think that's true.
Pinchitter's got a mean swing. Is that rotten shit used to be gas?
All right.
Not from here.
We gotta do one thing really quick before we start this next step. We gotta find the thing so we can get the Kraken. There's a spawn down here. Or wait, no, it's here. Sorry. Okay, it's not there. I don't mind either, but in fact, I'll defend BO4 forever. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what's really stupid about Cold War, in my opinion, is like, why did they just entirely alienate the hardcore community? Like, I really don't get it. It's one thing to cater to casuals. I'm fine with catering to casuals. In fact, I think BO4 did a good job of that. But I also think BO4 really catered to hardcore players too. I think they did both. All right, sorry guys for that problem with me not being able to tell time. You guys just saw my idiocy come to fruition. I think it was an overcorrection. Like I mean, it's not even a question. I think that's 100% what it was. Just mostly because because I think they were just like, I kind of said it earlier, but like they were like, Jason, you know, you clearly are onto something. Bro, every spawn of this thing is just not there. They're like, you're clearly onto something. Go crazy with it. Get jiggy with it, as the kids used to say in 1993. And he went jiggy with it, and then it didn't work, and they had to make money, and BO4 only sold like 14 million sales, or 14 million copies, and they were also oh, there's one in the kitchen, or the galley, excuse me, the galley. And there was also no campaign, and Blackout was not free to play. There was so many, everything that could have gone wrong with BO4 went wrong. There we go.
What dark secrets you hiding, Stoker?
Everything that could have gone wrong with BO4 did. Okay, so in order of these steps, it's poison, water, lightning, fire. Poison, water, lightning, fire. So the poison was up on the bridge. All right, we'll do the poison one quickly because that one's not too hard. No, I'll clear this chest, then we'll go up there. You'll never be able to figure out how old I am. How old do you think I am? I like to keep it a little bit of a mystery because I think it's funny. But if you guess it, I'll tell you. I'll give you 3 guesses. You can guess 3 times. I'll give you, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that I look younger than I actually am. Not to be like, oh, I'm just so attractive. It's not like my dad looks pretty young for his age. Oop. Okay, that one's gone. I'll give you a hint so far, guys. I'll give you a hint. Shorbs is the closest one. Shorbs is the closest one. But I appreciate how yeah. Bad company's super close. He's super hot. He's super hot. But this is the last guess. If I see one, Total Dork, just, you got it. Total Dork got it. W's in the chat for Total Dork. L's in the chat for me.
You think strength in numbers gives you an advantage?
L's in the chat for me because I'm going to be in a retirement home pretty soon. Maybe we could do a tier list on what my favorite ages have been so far. I think my favorite age was probably... Actually, my 30s have probably been my favorite, if I'm being honest. They've been the most fun. My 20s sucked. S tier 1 was pretty good. I did like 1. Seeing Voyage of Despair after the others, yeah. I mean, it is a pretty dang good map.
I really wish my father had been a bit more specific in his letter. Especially the stuff about what I did.
Yeah, guys, once I hit 69, that's gonna be huge. That's a good age. I know. It is weird, like, you know what's funny? Maybe I'm gonna get a little weird here, but you know, I think it's important to be transparent. One of the things, like, when you get older is you think like, oh, I won't play video games, or like I won't do this anymore, or I won't do that anymore, and it's like you still feel the same. Like, you don't change. Like, I still feel the same as I did when I was like 18. I mean, obviously I've changed and I have different opinions and I hope I've matured. But like, you know, my hobbies are still like tech and music and production and audio and, you know, video production. Like, I still love all that shit, and I still love like game development and all this stuff that I was interested in a few years ago. But you think like, I don't know, you just think differently. You think differently about how like your future is gonna end up. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. So I feel a little self-conscious about my age because it's like, I don't know. Is it cringe to be playing zombies at 36? I don't know, probably a little bit, but I like doing it and I like hanging out with you guys. So like, whatever. What am I gonna say? So I mean, you can look at my podcast channel. I have some like old school old music on there. I used to be in like a heavy metal band, and I used to be into production, and I worked at some a record label in LA for a little while. And then I like tried to, you know, go full time, and then I had this like really good band and everything was going well, and we produced an EP that I never released, and then everybody quit to go to school, which is, you know, that's fine. I'm not like mad at them for doing that, but I was just like, man, I don't know if I have it in me to do this again. So then I started getting into video production and stuff. But if you go to my old channel, you can see some of the old music stuff I have on there. And I was in a metal band called Reviver. Holy shit, I forgot about the Blightfather. I hope I'm playing zombies at 36. Hell yeah. Me and you, well, I'll be at the retirement home when you're 36. But oh my gosh.
Believe me.
I don't know what just happened, but I got really lucky.
Steady hands come in useful outside the workshop.
Bro, I love the Blightfather. He's so good. He's so good. What a good enemy.
If I never see your puke spouting face again.
What a good enemy. That was intense. I hope that when I'm at least 40, they've gotten rid of plating, at least. I hope the armor is not in there anymore. Yeah, I was in like, sorry, I guess I should specify. I was in like a hardcore emo band, and I was like the lead singer. And then I got into like music production and stuff, and I started doing like alt rock. And then the first EP I produced myself, which I did an okay job. I think I could have been better. And then on my next EP, I worked with a producer and a management stuff, and I thought we did a pretty good job putting it all together. But like I said, the band dropped out on me, so I was like, I don't really want to take it on the road and stuff. So I went back to school, And then COVID happened, and then my program was too expensive, so I stopped going. And then now here we are. Oh shit, this is the wrong one. I thought this was Poison. Poison's supposed to be the first one. I could have sworn this was Poison. No, whatever. It's not a big deal. Take just a second. Yeah, like if you go to my podcast channel, there's some music on there. There's like a Katy Perry cover. I did an acoustic Katy Perry cover. Then there's like a couple of the songs that I wrote. Song called Better Off, we shot a music video for. White Flags, Broken Bones, Walk in the Summer, stuff like that. It was like alt rock with like heavy, like a little bit of a heavier flavor to it. And then, but the other EP that I think is like probably my better work, if I'm being, I'm not trying to be like arrogant, but I really felt like I was coming into my own as a songwriter. I wish I had like a real like good producer that I was working with. And when I say good producer, like somebody who was helping me songwrite, not just mixing and mastering. Because there's like some stuff that I really think needed elevated on that, but I think it was some of my better work and really came into my own as a songwriter, but you know, life had other plans, and that's okay.
It died like it lived. Ugly as sin.
Max ammo.
Okay, so if that wasn't, that was electric, so where's Poison? Wait, do I have to get another electric? What? Do I have to do that whole shit all over again? Yeah, I think about it from time to time, but like I have to get all new equipment and stuff, and I don't know. I definitely am not opposed to it. I haven't sang in a while, so I'd have to kind of re-up on that. But yeah, I do think about it from time to time. I'd maybe do some more like acoustic stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's been a long time. I would rather like help people with it, I think. Be more of like a producer role. Okay, so we're just gonna go. Okay, so if water was down there, and we had, oh, Poison was first class burrs. That's right. Shit on a shingle, bro. Okay. Yeah, dude, maybe one day. EE song, that'd be cool.
Stokers must have made a pact with someone.
Yeah, dude, this is what this is all about, right? Like, this is about building a community. And the other thing is, you know, with music, the hardest thing is like doing it in LA, and like everybody does stuff on their own. I would say my biggest mistake with doing music, if anybody is interested in doing music, the biggest mistake I made was I didn't take advantage of early YouTube. I didn't take YouTube seriously as a platform, and I just like uploaded my shit on there, and I was like, oh, well, hopefully it works out. I didn't produce it. I didn't like come up with cool, clever ideas for social marketing campaigns. And there are a lot of solo artists out there that are really leveraging social media to build their brands as a musician, and I wish that I would have done that, and I definitely took an L there. And then I started getting into like gaming, and completely kind of changed my MO.
Right between your stupid brain-dead eyes.
I don't want to kill that electric one yet. Not yet. Try to save him.
You're lucky I don't throw your rotten asses overboard. There's not a problem a hammer can't solve.
Double points.
All right, we got a compass. I played, as far as instruments go, I played everything. I played drums, guitar, piano, bass, sang, did production. I was like so what I would do for my band is I would write everything, and then I would get my friends, or I would find musicians that were good and then could play everything I wrote. So that was kind of what I did. Yeah. I'm not trying to say that to sound like conceited or anything. I just taught myself how to play everything because I was an only child growing up. So
Look at this bad boy. Are those 3 cannons?
so everything I did, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just learn it. I guess I just have to learn it. So that was kind of like how I did stuff when I was younger. It was like alternate, like I was in like heavy metal bands, like you could think of like Under Oath or, you know, We Came as Romans and hardcore emo stuff like that. And then but towards the end of my music career, if you want to call it that, I was doing like, alternative rock, alt rock kind of shit. Thanks, Knifer. I appreciate it. I speak like I have a good singing voice. Thanks, man. Thanks, Starlight. In the end, the age thing just comes. No, I agree. I agree. It is. You are right. It is a societal thing that I just kind of have in my head. I won't deny that.
It doesn't make holes. It leaves craters.
Come on. Okay. We're good. Let's start this shit. Maybe I can pack a punch at least. That would probably be helpful. You know what would also be helpful is some homunculuses. Homunculi? Turbine room. So that's...
Think strength in numbers gives you an advantage? It doesn't.
Okay, definitely need you.
It's making my head spin.
Let's go take this fast travel, because I know it takes me somewhere I need to go. What's up, Gia? How you doing, bro?
That thing's
Hey,
handy
no, I
for a
appreciate
quick
that, Knifer. I'm just an idiot, bro. I'm just an idiot. I learned some stuff. I personally think that I appreciate the compliment, but I personally think that the arts, other than like the actual ingenuity of like building something from nothing, like I honestly think people who are real geniuses, I know this is gonna sound kind of silly, are people that like make everyday items like band-aids and shit. I think that stuff is so cool. I think those people are freaking geniuses. They make band-aids and like water bottles and stuff that like change your life. But as far as like the artistry element goes, I think that anybody can learn how to play an instrument, or anybody can learn how to do songwriting, or anybody can learn how to do content creation. I think it's a skill like anything else. You just got to put the work in. I mean, I know so many people. I was also pretty decently talented, like at my instruments. Like I was pretty good at playing them, and I knew people that were way worse than I was, and were such better songwriters than I was, or singers, or whatever. And I'm not saying that to like poo-poo them, like, oh, they were worse than me at their instrument. It's not like it's not like it's not really a matter of insult or not. It's just like I put a lot of effort into the technical stuff for a little while before I started caring about the songwriting stuff, which evokes emotion and connection with people. But there were so many people that I knew that could barely play 3 chords on a guitar, but wrote the most beautiful songs and sang the most beautiful stuff just because it like came from their heart. So it's like, I think anybody can really learn, and as long as they're speaking true to who they are. I think Blink-182 is like a really good example of this. Blink-182 is probably one of my favorite bands growing up. And a lot of their songs are like very similar, but they're just, they fucking rock, bro. And they're funny, but that's a whole other part of it. Yeah, exactly. Their talents, it lies in other places, but I do think anybody can learn how to do this stuff. Maybe it's not the same as like becoming a plumber or whatever, but I do think anybody can learn it if they want to. I do not have a stream schedule, but I probably should get one. I more so stream at night because I work during the day, but I happen to have this week off, so we're good. What's my favorite Blink record? Okay, let's have a little bit of fun with it. I'll give you a hint. It's before the self. I don't know how big of a fan you are. If you're not a big fan, then this isn't going to be very fun. But if you are, if you actually like them, then this could be fun. I'll give you a hint. It's before the self-titled era, or before the self-titled record. Dude, Blink-182, they were like my freaking heroes growing up. All right, so we got that. So it's lightning, or it's poison, water. Okay, so now we got to go back to the other side of the boat. Ooh, that's a good one. Dude Ranch is a good one. That's close. That's close for me, but it's Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. That's my favorite one. I fucking love that record, dude. I will never forget. We had this store in Columbus, Ohio called Media Play. I don't even know if it's still, I think it's out of business. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It's called Media Play. I went in there with my mom at 9 a.m. and I bought Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I put it in my CD player, my little Walkman thing with my crappy earbuds or my headphones, and I started listening to Anthem Part 2, and I was like blown away. Blown away. I was like, this record is perfect. Perfect in every way. I love it. Yeah, dude, and that's the thing is I like instrumental type music. Like I fucking love Animals as leaders. I love Primus. Like there's so many bands that I really like. I used to listen to Taylor Swift and Kesha. Like I loved a lot of different things, but like at the end of the day, favorite band like straight up of all time has got to be Blink-182. They're so good. Dude, I agree. Enema is a great record. Don't get me wrong. Like Enema of the State is fucking sick. It's a near perfect record, but Take Off Your Pants and Jacket has this edge to it that Blink-182, that era plus the Boxcar record, oh my god. And then right after that, we get self-titled from Dude Ranch. I mean, Dude Ranch has some stinkers, don't get me wrong, but Dude Ranch, Apple Shampoo, Untitled, all those songs are so good. And you go from that to Enema to adding Travis. It was just perfect. And I know like some people don't consider the what's the dude's name? I forget the dude's name. Oh, Matt Skiba, that era to be anything. It wasn't my favorite, but there are some good songs in there. Cynical was good. Plus 44 was so good. Oh, Total Dork, you like Primus? Hell yeah, dude. You're right, Zach. That tension between Mark and Tom, like, oh, I love it. Fucking love it. Dude, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, Primus, and what was the other one that I really like? Tales from the Punch Bowl. Holy shit. I love Tales from the Punch Bowl. What was the first song on that record called? Oh shit, what was it called? Professor Nut Butter? Is it Professor Nut Butter? Something like that. Some ridiculous.
You know, I'm getting real tired of this.
Dude, yeah, I used to listen to Kesha all the time. That first Kesha record was so good. Kesha apparently used to write songs for Britney Spears and stuff. I don't know if this is actually true, but this is what I remember learning back in the day. And this was before, like, I would just Google stuff, so there's some things that I learned when I was younger that are just, like, in my head as fact, even though they're probably not. But I think Kesha used to write for Britney Spears and NSYNC and artists like that, and then she wrote her own stuff. And she's a fucking killer songwriter, dude. That one song that's like, turn it up, 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 DJ, turn it up, 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 like, dude. And then TikTok before it was like, you know, TikTok. Dude, she's a fucking good ass songwriter. Taylor Swift used to be good up into the Red album, or no, 1989. That was her last good album. Then after that, she's just like cringe, but whatever. She had the first album, Fearless. She had such a good studio band. If you listen to the album Fearless, there's a song on it called Fearless, and this drummer does this choke, this cymbal choke right before the chorus breaks, and where he hits the crash cymbal, he chokes it, has a quarter note rest, and then hits the snare right before the chorus drops, and it's so powerful. It's so good. My other favorite band, sorry guys, I'm like tripping down Nostalgia Avenue right now, but my other favorite band is Chiodos. I don't know if you guys know who Chiodos is. They're a hardcore band from Detroit. They were big in like 2005 to 2008. Oh, I fucking love Chiodos, man. Their first record, well, technically second record, All's Well That Ends Well. Dude. A masterpiece of a hardcore record. It's like if Pink Floyd wrote a hardcore record, kind of. But made by kids. Yes, dude. Oh, dude. You guys are awesome. Yes, dude. American Life. Hell yes, dude. And the way that he played this, the way that he plays it by picking up and down at the same time, and it looks like he's just hitting it one note at a time. Perfect. Genius, dude. So let me clarify a little bit. So All's Well That Ends Well and Under Oath to Find the Great Line are like if Pink Floyd made hardcore music. They're songs that don't have a traditional like verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and they have like interludes and shit, and they have all this connective tissue that that makes each song sound good. Now, I will say, if you're not a hardcore fan and you hear All's Well That Ends Well, Craig's voice is pretty unique, and the mixing wasn't very good because it was their first record, but at the time, man, it was like revolutionary. It's a bit of a time capsule, I will admit, but it's a fucking great record. A lot of people prefer Bone Palace Ballet because that's when they had better production and stuff, but Under Oath to Find the Great Line, if you're into darker stuff, Total Dork, you probably prefer that over Chiodos. Chiodos is a little bit more. This isn't an insult, but it's a little more epic and fancy and like, oh, here I'm wearing a suit and sitting in a nice leather chair and drinking a glass of wine, and it's a little more hoity-toity, but I like it. And it's kind of feminine in a way, but in a good way. It's very powerful and raw. It's fucking sick. It's fucking great record. So I never got super into prog rock except for two artists that I really like. Animals as Leaders, Tobin Abasi, I think's his name. He's so fucking talented. And then actually, let me go get a shield. God, you guys are distracting me. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't do that because I have the water thing on. Tosin Abasi, and then Polyphia. Holy shit, Polyphia is so good. And then Jason Richardson. He's friends with this drummer named. What is that drummer's name? Luke Holland. I think his name's Luke Holland. Luke Holland and the other guy, Jason Richardson. I don't know if I'm saying these names right. Jason Richardson, Luke Holland. Holy shit, they're so good. There's a song called Hose Down. Guys, go listen to Hose Down right now. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Polyphia is cracked. Yeah, Tosin. Where the hell is this red one? Where's the red one? Oh, it's up by, I remember where it is. Whoop. Blake. Oh, wait, what did he do in that band? Because I stopped listening to Chiodos after Jason Hale left. Jason Hale was like my beloved. And here's the thing, guys. I'm a boomer, so like I lived through all these bands. Like I saw Chiodos play in front of like 10 people. Well, it was like 50. I lied a little bit, but it was like 50 people at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and I was like in front row with Craig and Jason Hale. Like I saw them play so many times. I've seen them play so many times that I've seen All's That Ends Well live from every like I've seen them play each song differently at different venues. I saw them so many times. Under Oath I saw so many times. Motion City Soundtrack. Like I was alive and well. You son of a bitch. During that emo era. Yeah, man. Well, Chiodos is never gonna, be the same, unfortunately. They were a flash in the pan, and it sucks because I love them, but at least we got All's Well That Ends Well, and then the song Piano. What is it? The piano teeth the size of piano keys or something. At least we got some banger stuff.
All right, we've got the artifact
but
back. Now what?
They missed out. They missed out because they had so much tension in the band. Craig got hooked on drugs and shit. But You went to your first concert, Philly G. Where did you go?
Double points.
Oh, sure. I'll take the help. But don't think for a minute I'm gonna give you anything back.
Come on. Did I get it? I think I got it. I think we got it. Got it. The other thing about Bone Palace Ballet, about Chiodos, is Bone Palace Ballet didn't have the same epic energy of their first record, unfortunately. It was good, but it wasn't nearly as good. I'm missing one? There's always a weird spot for one of them. There we go. Yo, what's up, TV Daze? Yo, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this stream. It's really fun talking with you guys. I have been so scared to do streams because, you know, we always talk about zombies and stuff. It's really awesome to see, to talk about real stuff and real life and relate to you guys in other ways. So I definitely appreciate that for sure. Oh shit, I don't have Winter's Wail. That's why this is such a problem. Okay, let's see. We're pack-a-punching the Sentinel artifact, guys. I wonder if we'll see this ever again in another zombies game. Okay. Let's lower the water. Summer of Loud in Green Bay. I prevail. Beartooth. Oh my god, you guys want to hear a crazy story? Kill Switch Engage Double Wears Prada. Dude. Damn, those are some good bands. I was never a big Parkway Drive fan, but I know.
Why would that thing let us modify the artifact? What's the reason?
Yeah, I knew Attack Attack before they got like really famous. Beartooth, the singer of Beartooth named Caleb Shomo, he used to be in Attack Attack. Before Attack Attack made their first demo, I was friends with their photographer, and we used to go to Caleb's house and watch Attack Attack play in the basement and practice the songs and with Austin Carlisle and stuff. And I'm telling you guys, I was like balls deep in this hardcore scene. Shit, I forgot to get my perk. You're right. No, you're right, TV. You're right, TV. It is the person. It is the person.
You think we wanted all this?
How'd you like the concert, Philly G? Peyton, asking Alexandria. You know, that's a great question. It's a great question. I've never been a super big fan of asking. I don't know why. I just felt like they were a little generic, but I understand the appeal. I'm kind of a music snob. Like, I'm one of those guys that likes a lot of different genres, but I'm very picky about everything in each genre. But the hardcore scene and like the punk scene is probably my favorite. Like Blink, No Effects, like the hardcore emo shit, like we were just talking about. But then I also like, you know, like Chopin and Pink Floyd and not Under Oath. I already talked about that. A lot of pop music and shit like that. So.
Oh, no, not Mr. Snake Tongue again.
All right, let's kill this son of a bitch. Okay. Yo, what's up? How you doing, bruh? Apula? How do you say that? Apulu? Or is it Apollo of Omega? That's a tough one. It has to be Apollo of Omega. That's got to be it. Oh, you're playing a show there? Hell yeah, dude. I don't live in Columbus anymore. I moved, but I know, dude. I am a little picky son of a bitch, Peyton. You're absolutely right. Yo, what's up, Camden? How you doing? How you doing? Let's lower this. Let's pop this sucker open. That's true. Music before Nocturne and Totem. That's really when everything started. That's the Big Bang. I think this is Pack-a-Punched, right? Alright, this is gonna suck. You know what we should do really quick? We should just get fully packed. I know, I'm sorry I'm such a... I'm sorry I'm so picky, but I just really... Oh, damn it. I just really know what I like and dislike, you know? Yo, I appreciate that, Andrew. I really do. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Oh, of course, it's right where I was just at, of course. I am excited for the Reckoning, man. I am. I'll be straight up. Like, it's a twofold thing, right? Like, I am excited, but I'm also nervous because... I don't think that's where I want to go, is it? Because I know... Literally just did a circle. Because I know, like, what Treyarch is capable of, and I'm worried that they're not going to, like, live up to that a little bit. So I am worried, but I am excited because, you know, it's freaking zombies. I love zombies, but I just hope they do a good job. I hope they deliver on the story. I hope they deliver on the Easter egg. I hope they deliver on all these things. Because if they don't, like, I don't... Whoops. It's just going to be a little 1-2 punch, and then we're going to be out of there. And I want this map to have some staying power. And I'm hoping that... People in the chat have made some good points about it being developed for, like, 4 months. So... Or not 4 months, like 2 or 3 months, a few months. So I'm hoping that it's obviously really well done and all that good stuff. But, you know, time will tell, I suppose. Did I Pack-a-Punch this yet? Of course I did. Okay, come on. And we just need to get like a couple zombies here, and then we can do the planet step. Dang, still a lot of zombies left. Total dork, bro. I hope they deliver on the store. Yeah, I'm exactly, Kamani. I care about the boss fight and all that shit, you know, like they can the boss fight, the main quest, like all that stuff is so important. Okay, let's see it. All right, I got to get my whole thing out here really quick. Okay. Okay. I think there's 9 or 8, 9 or whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one's obviously the sun. Okay, let's do it. Get out of here, guys. Why isn't it? Oh, I gotta collect. Do I gotta collect all the symbols first? I think I gotta do that first. Shit. Okay. Well, I can do that. That's easy. I thought you did that after. It's been a while, boys.
This would all be over quick if this thing had unlimited ammo.
Somebody, we're finding out tons of Afterlife lore. I know, you know, I'm pretty private, but, you know, we're having a good time, right? Crouch, bro. Oh, you can't crouch with the fucking thing.
You're lucky I don't throw your rotten asses overboard. Didn't I warn you before? Too late now, fucker. Should have stepped from your
Well, I guess I got it.
That's payback, ham face.
All right, well, I'd really like to know if we got it. I don't think every map needs a boss fight, but I do think that it's better than not having one. I think Liberty Falls did a pretty good job, and the Tomb did a pretty good job of having like things that are similar to boss fights, but like they feel close. It needs a climactic moment. Like, I guess that's a better way to put it. I don't think there's signs in here, is there? I don't think so. Where's the...
I should have seen that one coming.
Where is the,
Too bad I didn't. On your feet, girl.
Oh. Before we go down and get Jupiter and Mercury, let's get these ones in the kitchen or wherever they are, the dining area. Yeah, Tag's Final Stand is good. I just think Tag would have been better if it had a boss fight because... Oh, crap. I know there's one. Isn't there one in here? There's one there. Oh, no, Peyton, dude, I don't care. I don't think you're a dick at all.
I feel weirdly stronger.
Yeah, Tag's final stand was good. I just feel like it should have been a boss fight just because, you know, that was the final map. All right, okay, we've gotten the sun. I'm trying to think of all the areas we have.
What the hell was in that?
We got that one. Wait, what? Wait, do I have to get them all again because I went down? No, that's stupid. Alright, well, whatever, I guess. So, that was 2. Now there's 2 in here. I used to have one, but I deleted it because there was a bunch of drama. I'll make another one day. I really gotta get better at producing content faster for you guys. That's my biggest bottleneck as a creator right now. Okay, that one disappeared without the effect. So that means I got them all, but it's weird because there was clearly a couple that I missed.
What the hell happened? Am I still in one
So
piece?
I do plan on making one again. Probably not for a little while. Let's like wait till see what happens after BO7. But it's mostly like I said because I wanna figure out this bottleneck on content creation. I need to make more videos for you guys. And then once I do that, then, you know, then the community will build up, do more streams, more stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just kind of a procrastinator and I get in my own way a lot of the times. So I'm sorry about that. I'm trying my best though. Okay, let's try this. All right, here we go. Okay, that was Mercury. Saturn. I always get Jupiter and Saturn mixed up. I think Saturn is... Jupiter's the yellow one, I think. That's Mars. No, that's Mars. What was that one? Venus. That was Venus. That's Jupiter. Sorry, guys. My planet game is off a little bit. Jupiter's the yellow one. That's Neptune. Shit. Yeah. Pluto's blue. Or Neptune is. Neptune's blue. You're right. I think that's the moon and the sun. Okay, I think it's so it's Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, Mars, Jupiter. Yeah, Saturn I always get confused. Oh wait, and then Jupiter. Oh no, okay, I was wrong. You were right. Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Mars. Okay. Mercury is the mail rooms, which is right up here. Okay.
Either I've been taking too much of Shaw's medicine, or I just shot a damn planet out of the sky. Yep. Just picking
Mercury
up a planet orb, putting it in my
and
pocket.
Jupiter. Okay, we'll wait till we get to the other side for that one. They are a Pluto truther. Yeah, this is the best step. This is the best step for sure. They are a planet truther. They got the update that Pluto was not a planet or whatever. It's like a dwarf planet or something. I don't even remember what it was. Let's go. This one, the Mercury one, or the Mars one always stresses me out.
Here comes Mr. Hot and Bothered again. You think strength in numbers gives you an advantage? It doesn't. There's not a problem a hammer can't solve.
All right, next one is Venus, which is the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Okay, so this is the second planet. Venus is where again? Venus is the Millionaire Suite. That's right. Okay, so I should probably get a little closer. Pluto is a short king. Exactly, dude. That's a good way to put it. It's a really good... Flat Earthers? Yeah, they have been, dude. Peyton, that's a good call out. That's all... God, you guys are really bringing the zingers right now. That's also a good call out. Yeah, I should get down here. Okay. I think it's that one. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Really needs to brush up their skills in the workshop.
Okay, next one is Mars, and Mars is also on the other side of the frickin' boat. Mars always stresses me out too. And this sucks. I only have one life. Okay. Let's go! Come on! Come on! Get me out of here! Okay. Saturn. So the ringy boys. Saturn is at the bridge, so that's up top. Okay. I got this. I got this. It should be right there. Where's the purple planet? Okay. Next is Uranus, and I think Uranus is up here. Because Neptune's in the water, right? Where is it? It's really hard to see. I know it's up there. There's always a faint one.
From an engineering standpoint, I'm surprised this even functions.
Oh wait, we don't have Uranus. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Neptune's in the water though, right? Bro, where the fuck is it? Maybe if I go... Yeah, Neptune is in the water. We're... Okay. Huh. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. It's tucked away up there. It's a tough one to see. That's a good call, Total Dork. Maybe they're not planet supremacists or whatever you were saying before. Truther, planet truther, supremacists. Okay, okay, I forget where Uranus is supposed to go. In the stateroom. The stateroom? Isn't Uranus in the bathroom? I thought the Uranus one went in the bathroom. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's get a little bit of... Let's give ourselves a little bit of running room. A little bit of running room. Yeah. And that makes it's a good point. It's a good place for Uranus to be. You always want Uranus to be in the bathroom, because if Uranus is out of the bathroom, then you're probably going to get the police called on you.
Here comes the four-legged freak.
Huh. You can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, well, boys. All right. And now we got Neptune, and the Neptune's in the water, and that one's also in the little... in the ringy. I actually like Scarlet. I felt like people kind of hated on her for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I think she's a good character. I mean, the whole kind of like, oh, my dad, it's like kind of a trope, but it works. I think they're like the relationship that they built. Like I feel like these people are real people, you know, like they did such a good job at bringing them to life. But I would have loved to see like Scarlet and her dad actually like work together. I think that could have been a cool thing to see. Fortunately, we never got to see that. Where is the thing? This is always the hardest one to find. Well, that in Uranus. And I know as soon as I go to the other side. All right, we'll go check the other side. I just didn't want to run the whole way. Well, it's supposed to float. There it is. It's supposed to float around the whole boat. Okay. And then last is the moon. This one's always sketch. Oh, wait.
I get it, Smokey. You're pissed. You think we wanted all this? Swing a mean shovel, but you know, it's a fucking shovel.
All right, where is the, where is it? There it is.
That thing certainly put up a fight.
It won't float over, won't? It'll float over? Yeah, it should. Yeah, she's a bit annoying. Yeah, actually, the pro tip for this boss is like, you actually don't need the Helion Salvo. Like, it's a good thing to have, but you got it. And the ice things aren't as scary as you think they are.
Oh, I've got more than enough balls to deal with each and every one of you scum scabs.
Perfect. What?
Fuck me. A blast like that could burn the whole damn ship down.
That was weird.
This can't be real. This has to be in our heads.
I did not mean to start this, actually.
Do that again. Ruin your face. Got it, freak? Low ammo? Damn it. Let's make some hug ugly pancakes. Back for more, big guy?
Cool.
Max ammo.
No ammo. About fucking time. Should have stuck to shoveling coal. You are one ugly son of a bitch.
All right. That was intense.
Oh, damn it, Dad. You really got yourself into some dark and very real shit.
Double points.
Hell yes! We're on a roll.
Holy smokes!
Odin's pinch hitters got a big swing.
Okay, we need homunculuses. Man, why are there so many zombies? Holy smokes, there's so many of them.
Damn right you should fall down.
I need you to die, though. Where are you? Come on.
Stay down, hot
Okay.
stuff.
All right, we need to go to the mystery box.
Is a fire.
Okay, guys, sorry, that was a little intense. I know, I'm trying my best, guys. I've already had 2 downs, which is not ideal. I think the mystery box is at the spawn area. Oh my gosh. Get out of my fucking way, bro. Or in the, yeah, not spawn, but down there. I don't necessarily want to get the Helion Salvo, but I need a better gun than this. And I definitely need monkey bombs, for sure.
Whoever designed this sure knew what they were doing.
Well, I don't have PhD on me, so getting the Helion Salvo would probably be more risk than I am comfortable
No one chefs
using. But you can do this with the Hades. I've done it before.
Bye-bye.
And the winter... But we definitely need monkey bombs, that for sure. Yeah, the quick revive modifier is sick. I know a little ball. I don't get it, but I'm reading it that. I didn't know you could snipe it. That's cool. Alright, where is it? Dining hall. Perfect.
This may prove
But
to be a pain in
we
the
need
ass to reload.
we need monkey bombs though. This is the one thing that Cold War in Modern Zombies has that I love is you can just pick up the weapons and move on to the next one. Dude, it's so good. BO4 is fucking awesome, man. It's awesome. Don't listen to the haters, brah. It's so good. Oh. Oh, I see. Sorry, Starlight. My boomerism popped out for a minute. My bad.
And find my father. I'm not sure I want to know what's going on the other side of this portal.
Perfect. Kilowatt. What do we got? Okay, perfect. Okay. This picture always weirds me out. Like, what is that? It just seems so out of place. It seems too mundane. There's too much slang. There's too much slang out there. It's just too much. Come on, homunculus. This is insane. Usually the homunculus is so easy to get. Come on. Yeah, guns are weak. You're actually right. Horse melons. What the fuck? You're actually right about that. Guns do get weak. It's because they prioritize the specialist. They prioritize specialist as like the primary killing method in wonder weapons, which is good, but it means there we go. All right, guys.
Whoa! This little freak's angrier than a bag of wasps.
Okay. Just making sure my mouse buttons are mapped correctly. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Well, Johnny, I'm gonna half agree and half push back. So, on one hand, I agree that, you know, looking back in retrospect is like it can be a lame crutch or excuse of, you know, saying how, you know, we had it good in the good old days. I agree. But I disagree in the sense of, like, sometimes it takes an entire COD game. It's more so in the modern era, but I think sometimes it takes a complete picture of a COD game to kind of understand what Treyarch was going for. And with all of the hurdles in development, it can be frustrating. Like Treyarch's lack of communication, the infrequent COD pods, how the game was broken, how some people feel like hacking is out of control. Like all these little things add to the negative experience and the focus on the bundles and stuff like that. But when I go back to Cold War, like now, looking at it as in its entirety, I agree more so with you. Like, man, I really wish I would have appreciated this when it was live, but there were so many issues with it in my mind at the time that I had a hard time looking past those. And so I think it's kind of a both and. It can be a lame crutch, but it's also partially true. Like, looking back at the complete picture and playing it every now and then allows you to kind of appreciate it in a different way. So I think it's a double-edged sword, right? I actually wanted to get Killing Floor 3. It just came out. I was thinking about buying it, but I don't know. I just don't have time to play it. All right, I'm gonna lock in a little bit, guys.
Fuck's sake.
So if I don't respond, it's nothing to do with you. It's just because I'm locked in.
Let's figure out how we killed this thing.
I'm playing a little ball or whatever. I fucking love the Hades. And we got the best camo. Say less, fam. Yo, I just want to say, whatever happens, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight. You know, I get in my head a lot. You know, I feel self-doubt and stuff, and it's always cool to come on here and be able to talk with you guys and have, like, you know, an online virtual, like, kind of friendship with you guys and conversation. So I just want to say I really appreciate that. And if we don't make it out of here alive, if Shaw and Scarlett don't make it out alive, then, you know, the reckoning might not happen, you know? So we got to lock in, take this super seriously. And remember that I love each and every single one of you. I don't care what your father said on your 7th birthday.
Don't try that.
You mean a lot to me. Oh, no.
You bad.
Damn, that's a long monkey bomb. I feel like the homunculus is longer than the monkey bombs, but I don't have any proof on that.
Doesn't slow him down much.
Bro, die. All right. Yo, thanks, Camden. I do my best. You're the GOAT. Yeah, they are feature-length films. That's funny. You're right. They kind of are, aren't they?
There was definitely nothing about fighting a gargantuan eyeball anywhere in Dad's letter.
See, one thing I don't like about BO4 is the fact that you can't have multiple pieces of equipment on at the same time, like Homunculus and Wraithfires. You know, like in the old games, you were totally allowed to do that, and I think it made for fun gameplay. You go die. You get out of here. You get out of here now. Alright, I hear one. Where is he? Oh, you definitely need to go down. Can't be having a crawler around here. Cool. Totally missed him. Is there two of them? Yeah, you definitely came out of nowhere. And there it is. Okay. Let's get down here. All right, guys, I'm getting nervous. I don't like it. Also, for anybody who's asking me about like how to beat this boss fight, if you can play on mouse and keyboard, that's definitely helpful because you can aim a lot better with your mouse than you can with controller, and you just have better reflexes with your wrist. So I definitely recommend doing that if you can. Where is he? Whoa, right there. There he was. There he is. Big boy, huh? Big boy, Stoker boy. Bro, there's so many Stokers. Holy hell. I feel like we should be getting another Blightfather here pretty soon. Why is it so quiet? There it is.
Max ammo.
Johnny, I will reply to you as soon as I'm done with this, I promise.
get pretty cramped in here.
Yeah, it is.
The eye's vulnerable. Shoot it! Doesn't feel too good, does it? Watch out for the beam! I hope that scratched your cornea! Its guard is down. Hit it! Oh, that's gonna swell. Ooh. Its guard is down. Hit it! What the hell's that eye shooting? Oh, what's wrong? Can't see straight? You looking to get hurt? Because that's what's gonna happen. Its guard is down. Hit it! Ooh! Doesn't feel too good, does it?
Carpenter.
I hope that scratched your cornea. That's our opening. Shoot the eye.
Max ammo.
This one's the one that always fucks with me the most.
We need to stay level-headed. If we just keep calm, we'll get through this. What the hell's that eye shooting? Ugh! Yeah! Nobody likes being poked in the eye. The eye's vulnerable. Shoot it!
Max ammo. Carpenter.
God damn. Gets me every time.
If we can make it angry, I'll take that as a sign of progress. Low ammo? Ugh, damn it.
Shit.
Do that again and I will ruin your face. Got it, freak?
Max ammo.
Don't let that eye charge! You're lucky I don't throw your rotten asses overboard. Don't let that eye charge!
Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. GG's in the chat, dude. Let's get it, dude. W, bro. Hell fucking yeah, dude. That was a good one. That was good. No lives. Hades. No Helion Salvo. Nothing. No elixirs. Nothing, bro. G fucking G's, dude. I was locked in, dude. I was locked in. And Johnny, what was your question? Can you repeat your question? Just copy and paste it or write it again. I know, if only I had a chopper gunner. I will say one of the weaker points about this, about this map is this cutscene. I don't think it's very good. It does do some good storytelling. Like, oh, we're going to Ancient Evil. Dude, I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see it, but like literally shaking right now. It's an okay cutscene. It's not my favorite. It's all right. Like, this part's cool. It's funny how they all died and like turned to zombies and only to wake up to die again. Like, what a terrible fate. And then this part's good, learning that, you know, Bruno is evil, corrupted.
No one will ever know.
Apparition. I've seen it before. I know.
So while this map was based in Branson, Missouri, in the Titanic Museum, they don't use cool locations. Oh, I didn't actually know that. That's pretty sick.
But I do know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they use some stuff from research, but yeah, it's like
Then that's where we're going next.
it's like not nearly as integrated like it was. While you were in the boss fight, I was in my own boss fight against a roach that made its way in my desk. That was probably spooky, dude. That was probably real spooky. All right, hold on a second. All right, cool. All right, so last questions before we wrap up here. Do I think BO7 will make or break, and what's the number one thing you would like to change compared to BO6? So if BO7 is the same as BO6 in terms of mechanics, like where they have a crafting table and it's heavily we're heavily relying on it, or they have like in-menu RPG systems that are heavily relied upon, it's going to really make the map-to-map experience really drab, unless the maps are like out of this world and they find a good balance between the two, which is what I hope for. So to be honest with you, I don't think it's make or break. Like, I think we're kind of past that make or break thing. I think like Zombies is in a modern era. It's in a new era. Kind of is what it is. It's just, it's really up to Treyarch to be like, okay, we've refined these mechanics. Like you have Shatter Blast, you have Frost Blast, you have everything you need. We've given you all the mechanics. Now we're just going to go crazy on the maps and give you tons of side Easter eggs, special weapons out the ass on each map, tons of story lore, all that good shit, right? If they can do that, then I think that BO7 will be sick and way better than BO6. BO6 almost felt like it was like a Foundations thing. Like, if they didn't have to switch engines from Cold War to BO6, I wonder if they would have like just built upon Cold War instead of having to rebuild Cold War and then kind of make new maps for it as well. So my biggest problem with BO6 is the amount of like reused content and calling it new, and then the weird story and kind of the universal gameplay systems. And I hope BO7, if they're gonna do that, I just hope they balance it with unique map mechanics that make each map feel special and unique. Favorite Chaos map? Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night. S tier. Or wait, S tier. That's, I don't know what that letter is. We've had predicting the mystery shadow person in the dark ether is Stu from Victus investing in Victus coin. Now, dude, yes, everybody get in this. Listen, I just want to clear this up. I don't give financial advice on this channel, but you guys should all buy Victus coin right away. Okay. Get in on it. Get on the ground floor. Horse Melons and I are building a Victus coin. We were just before the stream, we were having a meeting with the Hawk Tua girl. We were getting the Hawk Tua coin. Like, we were getting information about the Hawk Tua coin because we want to bring that to the Victus coin. And we promise we're not going to rug pull you guys. We promise this is 100% legit. No strings attached. I will give you guys my personal bank account number that you can donate money into if you want me to pre-buy the coins for you guys. So just keep it up. Keep it up. Keep that hype up. Tell your friends. Victus coin is real. It's true. It's epic. Yeah, you'll take 12. Exactly. Camden sold. Starlight sold. Horse Melons already knows what's up. 69 coin is that's actually the next coin we're working on. It's kind of, I didn't want to give too much away. It's like BTS kind of stuff, but Victus coin is right around the corner. So guys, keep an eye out for that. We're also going to be selling merch too, hoodies that are really cheaply made in third world countries that are that we pay very cheap for, like 10 cents per sweater. We're going to sell it for $79.99. So keep it up. Keep it up. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you all. I love Chaos. I love BO4. This is my shit. We're going to continue the stream either tomorrow or the next day. I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Actually, if we do tomorrow, it'll be later because I have a Zoom thing I got to do. So it'll probably be starting at like 9:30 or so. But if I don't make it for whatever reason, we will do it Wednesday. But loved this stream. It was really awesome. Ancient Evil and 9 are up next, and then we're going to get back into some BO6 stuff because BO6 is wrapping up, and we just kind of, that's what we got to do. So appreciate y'all. Sorry, Chubbs. I'm sorry you just joined. We were streaming for like, I don't even know how long. Started at 9:45, so we've been streaming for a long time. But we will be back tomorrow, so I will post and let you guys all know. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. Take care.